the goddamn Dusty Smith Show, episode 53. We're fucking back. Can't keep us down. Ain't nobody gonna break my stride. Ain't nobody gonna hold me down. Uh-oh. I got to keep on moving. Fucking YouTube suspended me again for no goddamn good reason. Fuck that shit. We're gonna talk about that a little bit, but I guess I got a little impromptu vacation. Whatever, YouTube. What the fuck ever, dude. So anyway, I'm back. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Hopefully I can make up for the shows I missed. It sucks. It sucks to get banned for a fucking week on my job, basically, especially when you're trying to run a goddamn animal sanctuary. So hopefully you guys will help me make up for what I lost out on being banned for no goddamn reason for a fucking week. But anyway, I played a lot of video games this week. Just try to chill. I beat Outriders. Pretty good game. Like, it got mixed reviews, which I think is sad because it was right up my fucking alley. A great looter shooter. And then I played, playing right now still, Days Gone, which I guess was a PS4 exclusive for a while. But now it's available on the PC, and man, that thing looks so fucking good. It's a really good game. Having fun with it. I've been meaning to play the games on Twitch, but I've been locked out of my Twitch account for about 6 months, and no matter how much I beg Twitch to fucking fix my problem for me, they just won't fucking fix it for me. They keep trying to get me to install this Authy program, and I did, and I changed my phone numbers, and I fucked with it forever, and it still ain't fucking working. So if anybody has an in at Twitch, please goddamn let me know so I can get my account up and running again. I guess I could create a new account, but I'm already an affiliate, which was a pain in the ass to get affiliate status. I have like 900 subscribers on there. I don't want to fucking start over yet again. It's my second time starting over Twitch. They banned my account the first time for posting anti-Islam videos, I guess. So anyway, I need some Hassani B to hook me up with his Twitch supporters. I know he's got the fucking hookup over at Twitch. He follows me on Twitter. What's up, Hassani B, with your ugly ass? Help me out. Help me out. Isn't Days Gone supposed to be awful? Don't know. I like it. I think it's very good. So, I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholders. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're all well. Hope you missed me like I missed you. It was horrible without you. Missed you, Duster. Missed you guys for sure. Yep, we're going to do it live as always. There's always 10 cats running around. First things first, please like the video, folks. Like the fucking video. Doesn't cost you anything to like the video. Help me out. Also, one thing I need to push more often, apparently, is to click the bell. It's not good enough just to subscribe. You have to hit the bell. Even if you hit the bell, it's no guarantee YouTube is even going to tell you my show is on, because YouTube just fucks me over with the algorithm continuously. Hard to get the fuck ahead, especially when they continuously ban you and blacklist you from the algorithm. But hit the bell anyway. That'll help out severely on all this shit. So, yeah, Twitch is a shitty platform. It's all shitty. Like, there's no good options, unfortunately. What the fuck am I going to do, right? I got to do goddamn something. I guess I'll go back to Vimeo. I paid $1,000 a year for Vimeo. Like $80 a fucking month for that bullshit. So I guess I could use Vimeo, but no one uses fucking Vimeo, so it's hard to fucking decide what I goddamn gonna want to do anyway. So anyway, yeah, like the video for sure. And as always, you guys want to support the show, please consider supporting me on patreon.com/codcast. There is a link in the description of the video to that. I'd appreciate it. We're up to $1,579. I don't ask for much. Definitely not making as much as a lot of the other people who are not providing nearly as much free content for you guys every single week. And I work hard on this show, so please reward me. $1 or $2 a month, whatever you can afford, it all adds up. And most of the money goes to the cats and the dogs who are spoiled like a motherfucker. That reminds me, we're going to do a little impromptu unboxing. The heroes answer the call. I said I needed flea medication for my never-ending war with the fleas. And a few of you stepped the fuck up. We have, here's some Advantix Plus is what I use, and this comes from Eli Montoya. Hell yeah, love you, brother. Enjoy your gift. Appreciate it, Eli. Hero status. You fucking rock, dude. Thank you. All the cats are getting flea treatment tonight. They are much appreciated for all that shit. Here's another box. This one comes from, Alex Gibson, keep doing what you do. Hell yeah, Alex. I am going to keep doing what I do. Appreciate you guys supporting me. You're amazing. And last but not least, this was some dog flea medication. And that comes from, drumroll, doesn't say. Okay, well, that doesn't do me any goddamn good. But whoever sent that, thank you very much. You know who you are. And I very much appreciate it. If you guys want to send shit to the animals at my animal sanctuary, there's a link in the description of the video to my Amazon wish list for the animal sanctuary. And also, there's a link in the description of the video to my P.O. box where you can send me anything. Even if you don't want to send it from Amazon, if you want to send me something for me, you can do that. You get the option. Link in the description of the video. And there's also one in there for my Patreon. So be sure to jump on that. There's also ways you can send direct tips and shit. And also, as always, super chats. Light below the show, super chats. No questions dodged. Every question answered. Super chats. And Daniel Flores, 555, says, I'm so glad your YouTube unbanned you. Hopefully this means a change in how they view your channel in general. I don't expect much of me either. I don't think it's going to have any fucking anything to do with it. I don't think they're going to give a shit. I would hope they put like a note on my file saying, hey, you guys ban him continuously for no fucking reason. Maybe you should stop. But I don't think it's going to have anything to do with anything. Kitty Witty, $10. Thank you, Kitty Witty. Appreciate that. Good to see you tonight. Joseph Klawowski. I love your videos for many years. I appreciate your work. Thanks. Hey, no problem. I'm actually working hard for once in my life. I never worked hard on the show before. I never took this channel seriously in any way whatsoever when it was really popular. And now I am putting the hours in, working my ass off. So I appreciate the support. Little2113, $40. Very generous. Thank you, Little2113. You rock. Welcome back, bro. I missed you. Here's some pizza money for your next show or whenever you want to get pizza. Yeah, I've lost 25 pounds. I still need to lose about another 25. I did not realize how heavy I'd gotten. It's getting ridiculous, but I'm about 170 for the first time in a long time. I need to be about 100, maybe 55, 160 at the most. So we're working on that. And also, like, I haven't had much food, so I'm dizzy. And my mind is not working as sharply as it usually does. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to get through it anyway. So if you notice me lagging a little bit, it's because of a lack of food. But all I got to do is lose the weight. Another month, 2 at the tops, and then I can just maintain my body weight, and I can eat regularly again. So I'll be back to true form before you know it. And Gary Stillman, cat food money. Hell yeah, Gary Stillman. Appreciate that. You rock. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting the show. Yeah, I'm probably going to do some overtime. We'll see what happens. Got us up to cover. Got a big show tonight, as always. What you guys got to say? Yeah, fleas are no joke. Fuck fleas. I have a war to the death for every flea in the goddamn universe. Don't care what planet you exist on. You must die. And all right, let's go ahead and skip over that and go put this over here. Boom. All right, we did that. And I can see if you guys say anything to me in the chat about no food. That's one way to lose weight. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of protein, a lot of carrots and shit. I've only pooped like one time in like a month. That's how little food I've had. Too much information, but never. It's never too much information. So you're welcome for that. All right, let's go ahead and kick off the show. Gonna start it off. Oh God, I didn't open my bookmark section. Already going bad. Cool thing about this show, I told you guys before, is I have a searchable database of every single topic I've ever talked about. We're gonna use that a little bit later in the show. I call it the Dusty Google. It's the Dusty search engine, which is pretty fucking cool. But first off, I got suspended again from YouTube. Why am I not logged in? Log fucking in, god damn it. What is happening? Everything's going wrong. Log in, motherfucker. Close. What are you doing? Just do it. I don't want to fucking argue with you. Anyway, I got banned. Or suspended, I guess. It's supposed to be for 2 weeks from YouTube. And they said they suspended me because of COVID misinformation. I spread COVID misinformation. Now, this is on a program. It was on the Ben Affleck Super Thirsty program, where I started off the show specifically explaining to everybody that I just went and got my COVID shot. And it was super simple. It didn't hurt at all. And I suggested everybody go get vaccinated. And of course, YouTube immediately bans me for COVID misinformation, which sucks. And so obviously I bitch at Team YouTube, which is their Twitter channel, which I guess you could bitch to. I didn't know if it was going to do any good, but I recommended people go bitch to them about it. And they said, hey, just file an appeal. If you file an appeal, everything will be okay. And so I filed an appeal. And they sent me a message immediately. It only took about an hour. That said, we reviewed your content carefully. So carefully, they review my content. No doubt in my mind, the carefulness in which they review my content. And they immediately said, no, we fucking banned you for a good reason, man. You violated our rules on medical misinformation. You did it. You found him, you did it, now raise your hand, admit it. And I was like, well, fuck me. So I messaged Team YouTube and I said, hey, I filed the appeal just like you said, and they immediately denied it. And there's no fucking way I spread misinformation. You guys are bullshitting. You didn't carefully review any of this goddamn bullshit. So Team YouTube said, hey, we'll fucking look into this, dude. We'll look into it for you. And I was like, well, I thought you already looked into it. It literally says you reviewed it very carefully. Doesn't that mean you looked into it? But anyway, I didn't believe them. Couple days went by. It took me a week. That's what sucks. I didn't even do anything wrong, which is exactly what happened last time I got banned from YouTube. They banned me for the exact same thing. No one looked into it before. No one did anything. I was just banned for 2 weeks. But finally, Team YouTube actually came through and they looked into it. They said, hey, we looked into it, and apparently you were suspended by mistake. So we reviewed your channel. So I was banned for a week. It was only a 2-week ban. So I got half the ban anyway for no fucking reason. But like, I thought you guys already reviewed it carefully. So now you reviewed it again carefully, and now it's fine. So yeah, it's just bullshit. Now I wish I could play the victim here, because that's where the fucking money lies. Pretend I got canceled and bullshit. Oh my God, censorship. But I know what's going on is that YouTube is trying to put a Band-Aid on the crack in the goddamn dam of COVID misinformation and Nazism and racism and all the other vile, ridiculous bullshit that gets spread on YouTube. So they have just bots. They have algorithms that go out there and they try to find the problem areas. And of course, YouTube is full of millionaire, multimillionaire, 100-millionaire CEOs and presidents who don't actually want to pay enough people to do the job. So they don't actually have enough people to look into this bullshit, to watch the videos. And so they don't even bother. Once the algorithm flags you, they don't even look at it. They just lie to you and tell you they do. And they immediately shoot down your appeals. So I wish I could say that it was some kind of conspiracy theory against me, but it's not. It's just the stupid fucking way that YouTube is set up right now, because they're greedy as shit and they don't want to fucking pay people to actually do the work. So anyway, at least I'm back, but no telling for how long. If I ever get my Twitch channel unbanned, I'm going to start doing daily shows on Twitch. I'm going to start doing like video game live streams. Like, there's so much shit I should be live streaming. Like my show prep. I should be live streaming the entire fucking thing, really, because I cover so many topics on the show. We go through them very quickly, but when I do show prep, I actually read the articles. I can just read the articles to you guys, and for you guys who want like more in-depth coverage of the stuff I talk about on the show, I could just do live streams on Twitch. So we're gonna work on that. We'll see if Twitch ever fucking bans me, but hey, at least I'm back. Better late than never, I guess. Yeah, gotta complain to fucking YouTube if you're sick of that shit. For those of you joining me, please like the video and please hit the bell. If you haven't subscribed to me, obviously subscribe to me, but hit the bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring the bell. Very important. And all right, enough bitching about being suspended. Now we're going to do everybody's favorite section called, where is it? Here it goes. Chode Watch. Talking about Chode Watch. We talk about shoulds and make fun of them. We're back with the Chud Watch tonight, folks, and gonna start it right off. Matt Gaetz! Matt Gaetz saying some unfortunate shit here. I'll just replay you at the end of it. He bitching about the immigrants, folks, of course, because that's all they got. Conservative policies so unbelievably unpopular in this country. So they got to scare old people with the brownies. Oh, the brownies, they're coming here and you're paying for their medical care. No, you're not. You're paying for their welfare. No, you're not. They're voting. No, they're not. None of that's happening. That's not happening. But they got to scare you with the folks because they got to distract from the fact that he had a 17-year-old travel from another state and have sex with him, which is, a crime. That's sex trafficking. So literally, the guy is being investigated for having women come from other states because he was giving them free shit. Crossing the borders of states illegally, sex trafficking, because of free shit. Yet with no irony whatsoever, goes in public and says shit like this.
Free education, free childcare, free transportation, free cell phones. I blame the America Last politicians who are drawing people across our borders illegally with free stuff. That you pay for.
That's what you did. That's literally what you did. You drew people across the state border lines with free shit. Me, I think you protest too much, Matt Gaetz, whatever the fuck your name is. You human purge mask. And here's the one thing. I'm going to go off on a little side tangent, then we'll get back on shitting on Matt Gaetz a little bit. But here's the stupid part about being so against immigration, so against foreigners and whatever. We have an incredible slide in birth rates in every modern country right now. And in a few years, there are going to be more 80-year-olds in this country than 18-year-olds. It's a crisis where the only way we're going to be able to avoid tragedy is to do whatever we can to get as many immigrants into this country, young immigrants, as we possibly fucking can to help us with low birth rates. Because someone is going to have to fund, first off, like Medicare and stuff, Social Security for old folks. It's definitely untenable right now, but also actually take care of old ass people like me when I get 80. There's going to be nobody left in this country to take care of us old folks unless we get fucking busy and do whatever we can to get immigrants to come over here and help us out. So, dumb in every fucking possible way, but they have to scare you with whatever bullshit they can contrive, because that's how conservatism works, folks. It's an ideology of fear. And also, very poor choice of songs here at this Matt Gaetz rally. This is not fake, folks. This is literally the song they were playing at this rally while all these old women are trying to get pictures with sexy ass Matt Gaetz.
She's just 16 years old. Leave her alone.
She's just 16 years old. I guess she was 17 technically. In Matt Gaetz' defense, she was 17, but might want to get a different playlist there at Matt Gaetz. But it doesn't matter. They reward them for that bullshit. They could do no wrong. And then the story gets even weirder, folks. Matt Gaetz snorted cocaine with escort who had no show government job. They're just as corrupt as you can possibly get. Obviously, the kind of people who would stand for Trump, the kind of people who are best friends with Trump, are the most corrupt politicians in the world. So his buddy, who worked in, I guess he was a tax assessor, had this escort, which is fine. Sex work is real work, but this is how corrupt they were, folks. They actually put her on the payroll, the government fucking payroll, and gave her a no-show job. This is how convinced they were going to get away with everything. This is how just out in the fucking open they were with this. Joe Greenberg, Matt Gaetz' best friend and his accomplice in all this sex trafficking shit, literally put this escort on the taxpayer job role. And she didn't have to show up to anything. Of course, she wasn't doing anything except for having sex with these people. But it was a no-show job. That even the people that were like auditing his office were like, we have no idea what this is fucking for. Yeah, it's because he's getting the taxpayers to pay for his prostitute sex. Yeah, no. Typical Republican bullshit. Just the biggest criminals fucks you can possibly imagine. But par for the course. And, speaking of which, here's a Republican House candidate, Bochard. He's like, hey, there's some rumors that are coming out about me, so I thought I would just come out, get ahead of these rumors, and tell you guys about what happened. So, when I was a teenager, I had a relationship with another teenager. She was a little bit younger than me, but it was like Romeo and Juliet, so no big deal. Yeah, he was 18, she was 14. And he got her pregnant, and he married her, and then they got divorced, and she committed suicide. Yeah, that's not Romeo and Juliet. That's not Romeo and Juliet. That's pedophilia, I think. I think when you have sex with a 14-year-old and you're 18, that's pedophilia, dude. That's my opinion on that. Don't have sex with 14-year-olds if you're 18. Or like, unless you're like 15, maybe. If you're 15, 14 is okay. 16, no. 17, no. 18, hell no. So anyway, what's up, Q Anonymous? Where you at? How come you never give a shit that all the pedophiles turn out to be conservatives? It don't matter to you guys. It's only matters if they're left wing, right? It's the Democrat pedophilia ring. Nope, always conservatives. Guys pretending like you give a shit. You don't give a shit. And crazy ass Marjorie Taylor Greene going out there. And hey, you know what the Nazis did? They had like health regulations that made people wear masks and shit. So, you know, hundreds of thousands of people didn't die. Isn't that what Nazis did, according to this brain genius?
This woman is mentally ill. You know, we can look back in a time in history where people were told to wear a gold star, and they were definitely treated like second-class citizens.
First off, they weren't told to wear a gold star. They were forced to wear a gold star. They didn't have no fucking choice. The Nazis made them wear gold stars so they could abuse them in public. Not the same as having to wear a mask in stores, or, you know, you don't have to wear a mask. You can shop at home. Amazon deliver shit right to your fucking door. Nothing at all in common with goddamn Nazi Germany.
And they were definitely treated like second-class citizens, so much so that they were put in trains and taken to gas chambers in Nazi Germany. And this is exactly the type of abuse that Nancy Pelosi is talking about. Well, let's talk about the Queen of the House.
It's exactly the same, folks. Asking people to wear a mask so they don't spread a pandemic that's already killed 570,000 people is exactly the same as making Jews wear a gold star and putting them on train cars to be murdered. No hyperbole whatsoever, folks. Direct correlation. And how do these people keep owning themselves over and over again? You think eventually they would get tired of it. So here's Robert Reich, who tweets out, "Can we all agree that Marjorie Taylor Greene must be expelled from Congress?" To which she retorts, "It's green with an E on the end. Yeah, you motherfucker. Why you leave an E out of words? You're so stupid." Then she goes on to say, "Don't know you, but when I saw Berkeley misspelled, she left out an E at Berkeley. So goddamn it. You might want to take the beam out of your own eye before you point at the speck in your neighbor's eye." So, yep, self-own once again. They just can't fucking help it. They are so goddamn dumb. It's ridiculous. And, you know, in North Carolina, they're not really worried about the economy, folks. They're not worried about COVID-19. They're not worried about any of that shit. Global warming, nah. You know what they're really worried about, according to the representative that they elected? Brown people, of course.
Mr. Speaker, according to recent data from my district, the number one concern of my constituents is the Biden border crisis. Let me repeat that. The number one concern of my constituents in North Carolina is the crisis at our southern border. Over 1,600.
God damn it, what is wrong with you, North Carolina? Why did you hire this fucking dumbass fetus to represent you? Just trash. Aren't you embarrassed? Because you fucking should be embarrassed. And here's another example of this brainiac at work. Good God, they're so stupid.
I just want to encourage us to imagine, really think to our founding fathers, know that we're not descended from fearful men. Imagine being a George Washington when he was trying to get the British to capitulate in Yorktown, except he had a mask on his face. That's not who we were descended from. We're descended from men and women of valor who stood up for their own personal liberty.
Yeah, imagine if he wore a mask. Imagine United States destroying the British Army, crushing them in every fucking possible way. And then on their own death's door, they have no choice but to surrender to us. But George Washington is wearing a mask. So the British are like, hell no, fuck you. We're not surrendering to this mask-wearing motherfucker. Just kill us all. Yeah, that's totally what would have happened. Oh my God. How are you conservatives not constantly embarrassed by everything? And speaking of embarrassment, Representative Lauren Boebert lying her ass off. So, spoiler alert, this is not true in any way.
You know, I'm really enjoying telling Speaker Pelosi to kiss my mask, though. Yesterday, Thomas Mask...
Kiss my mask! Conservative comedy. It's so genius. God damn it. That's why there are so many amazing conservative comedians out there, folks. Prime example.
Madison Cawthorn, Brian Mast, Beth Van Dyne and several other colleagues joined me in refusing to wear a mask on the House floor. Thomas Massey and I both got warnings, and both of our letters ended up in the same exact place, ironically, the trash. Leftists won't even listen to the bureaucrats at the CDC, and it just goes to show that this party's "follow the science" slogan is a total joke. Just like this entire administration, just like the entire Democrat Party, they want to tell you to listen to science and listen to data and facts, but they haven't done that for more than a year. 2 weeks to slow the spread turned into communism really, really quickly. Now it's show me your papers. But don't forget, Gina, Texas removed their mask mandate 2 months ago, and Sleepy Joe called it Neanderthal thinking. No, sir. Republicans are just following the science. And since removing the mask mandate 2 months ago, Texas has not reported a single COVID death, not one.
So, that's not true. Obviously, that's fucking not true. They've had 3,500 deaths in the last 2 months. But she don't give a shit about the 3,500 people that died. Their deaths don't even exist to her. Why should they? Lying works better than telling the truth for conservatives. This is what gets them supported, so they're just going to keep doing it forever because they're trash. And Ted Cruz, they love the military so much, folks. They just love the military, except for they don't at all. Why am I not signed in? God damn it, sign in. I guess fuck my life. I don't even know what fucking email address I use for this bullshit is. It's called Dusty2. Is that it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to skip it. Ted Cruz spreading propaganda. Russian propaganda that their military is putting out in order to make our military look bad. Because, of course, he is. And, next up. God damn it, they're so fucking trash. So this is foreign agent provocateur. Ian Miles Wrong, the wrongest one on the internet, who lives in Malaysia, never stepped foot in America, gets paid to pretend he's an American Asian, but he ain't. So this video went viral of this woman getting carjacked. And it seemed like it was like a casual carjacking where they just walk up and put her arm around her and like, hey, we're taking your car. So of course, this piece of shit is going to blame the victim. Doesn't know anything about her, but first he's going to call her a likely Biden voter, because why not? And then blame her for getting carjacked. Hey, this is what you deserve for voting for Biden. Hey, isn't that right? Doesn't everybody who votes for Biden deserve to be carjacked? So he says, likely Biden voter in Minneapolis faces the consequences of her vote. God damn it, he's such trash. Let's watch the video first. So here she is in her car, and these people walk up. Yeah, this is why I can still carry. Not gonna carjack me. Of course, they probably just pull a gun on me and take my gun. Then they have 2 guns. That's no good. So they're like, yeah, we're taking your car. They get in and explain it to her. Yep. Just get the fuck out of the way. We're going to take your car. And so they do. They take her car. So yeah, let's blame her. I don't know anything about her, but Biden voters. So god damn it. So I usually am very empathetic to almost everybody, and especially people who are lonely. Because I've been lonely in the past. Not now, I'm happy as fuck, but when I was younger, I was very lonely, and that's a miserable experience that I normally don't wish on anybody. But like, I'm almost happy that I know that Ian Miles Chong is fucking incredibly lonely and a sad human being. You know he's never kissed a girl. You know he's never had a girlfriend. And it's not because of the way he looks. It's because of the troll he has become, because of the human excrement he has allowed himself to turn into. And the thought of him suffering in misery and loneliness is justice to me, because of what an amazingly disgusting piece of human trash he is. So like, Schadenfreude. Enjoy your pathetic fucking existence, you goddamn loser. And another example, these double standards. I am as wrong. So when it's a few Black Lives Matter supporters, Antifa or whatever, setting fires to cars or whatever, Property can be replaced. No, wait a minute. First, he's shitting on them for this. If people understood hard work, they would not be so quick to justify property destruction. These socialists never worked a single day in their lives. Yeah, when you're fighting to keep black people from being murdered by the police. Don't burn cars. You're fucking poor as shit, lazy socialist. But when it's the Israeli government destroying buildings of the free press, which they did, I'm going to show you later on in the show. You probably already saw where they destroyed the AP building in Gaza. He's all for it suddenly. Property can be replaced, people. Leveling that tower in Gaza was not violence. Yeah. When it's the Israeli government doing it, it's fine. They're not socialist. They're not lazy asses who have never worked a day in their lives, unlike Antifa. So yeah, all the time double standards for these motherfuckers. They're never consistent about anything, but why would they be? They get rewarded for being trash. And speaking of trash, Dave Rubin, free speech warrior Dave Rubin, post this video. This 10-year-old boy just obliterated his school board's mask mandate and calls out its unfairness and hypocrisy. That's right, because this is who conservatives are listening to, 10-year-old kids. That's the real leadership. That's the mindset they're in anyway. They're children anyway, so why not listen to a 10-year-old? And Dave Rubin says, watch this. Abolish the teachers union. Jail Democrat governors. Smile. That's right. Let's jail our political opponents. And then he says, and no, I'm not kidding about arresting Democrat politicians. They intentionally destroy lives in the name of political power. And when it's fully exposed what they did with no science behind it, what other options do we have? Yeah, let's just round them up, put them in prison. That seems non-authoritarian, non-terrifying in every way. Says millionaire Dave Rubin. So, cool. And speaking of millionaire shitheads, Tim Pool going on Fox News and just projected his ass off. Imagine inviting this no-brained, beanie-headed motherfucker on Fox News to pretend like he knows more about science than Dr. Fauci does.
Yeah, and since the beginning, Fauci has basically been on every side of the argument moving, throughout the past year.
Oh my God.
I came to a point where I realized he just kind of repeats what he hears on TV, and then people believe him. I think if you're somebody who's actually reading the data, you're following the CDC, and you're looking at these guidelines, you start to realize that he's a bit behind the curve.
You're always wrong about everything. All he does is read articles and believe whatever the fuck they say. No, he doesn't even read articles. Tim Pool just reads the headline. Doesn't even bother to read articles. And then just lies continuously. Makes predictions that always end up being wrong. But yeah, Dr. Fauci, that's the problem. He's the one that is full of bullshit, right? And speaking of people full of bullshit, Zuby, one of the worst conservative rapper, which should be an oxymoron, but obviously it's as bad as you think. So here's the thing, folks. Conservatives are such trash. They can't really debate the issues. They can't be bothered to look up and research anything. So what they do in order to allow themselves to think about it is they just dismiss people based on bullshit criteria. Like, oh my God, you put your pronouns in your bio. I can immediately just dismiss everything you're saying because, that's logical and reasonable. These are intelligent, free-thinking people. So Zuby says, if someone has their pronouns listed in their Twitter bio, you can confidently assume that nothing they have to say is worth listening to. Pure logic, folks, right? We call this phenomenon Zuby's Razor. It has a 100% hit rate. Test it out. And he put my in his bio, which is a pronoun. And immediately changes it, of course. Immediately changes it because it got called out. So he's so fragile, he can't even put my. See that? Get my new fitness book. My is a pronoun, Zuby. You got my in your bio. You found Zuby's Razor. So, immediately took that shit out because that's what snowflakes these motherfuckers are. Too triggered to even put the pronoun my in their bio. Ridiculous. And the shame of America, folks, this motherfucker was literally a general of our armed forces. This is how little it takes to become a general.
And because when you look around the world and you go, well, all these other places, why aren't all these other places having the kinds of problems that we keep getting beat over the head and shoulders on? And
they are. Every country on earth is having problems with COVID-19. Have you looked into India recently?
This country about when it comes to COVID, Why? Because everything, and this is my truth, but what I believe, everything is a distraction to what happened on the 3rd of November.
Yes, folks. COVID, which happened well before the election and happened under Donald Trump, was a distraction of the election, which Trump fairly lost. It doesn't make any sense. It's not supposed to. He knows which side his bread is buttered on. This is the kind of bullshit he can spew to get QAnon to support him. No logic necessary.
So everything that we hear about COVID, and that COVID started before the 3rd of November, but it was all meant to control. It's all meant to gain control of a society, to be able to force decisions on the society instead of actually allowing we the people to make decisions. And now with the vaccine,
literally, we the people made the decision to elect Biden over Trump. You don't give a shit about we the people's decision-making process. You literally want to overthrow the will of the people and install a dictator and overturn our democracy. You lying traitors, fuck.
As an example, right? Whatever happened to the women's movement out there for the my body, my choice? But yet they want to stick a needle in my arm to tell me that, well, if you don't have that needle, you can't get an ID card, you can't travel. Wait a second. I'm as healthy as the next person. I've been taking hydrochloroquine for 30 years.
Oh, hydrochloroquine for 30 years. Well, that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't do shit. Yeah, you have the right to do whatever you want to with your body, but you don't have the right to get other people sick and kill them. And having vaccinations to travel has already been in place for multiple locations around the globe. So, fear-mongering, that's all they got. And a lot of the conspiracy theories, a lot of the talking points Trump has been putting out there have surprisingly fallen the fuck apart. So you guys might have heard about this audit of the election, another audit they're doing in Arizona. They've already done several that are official. And now they want to make more money, so they've had conservatives donate to this new conservative audit they're doing out there. And so Trump went public and said they deleted a bunch of votes. They deleted all the fucking evidence of all these votes out there because that's what the biased conservative audit that's happening out there told him. So he put that out there. But obviously it wasn't true, folks. Turns out they were just stupid and not looking in the right place. And the votes were never deleted. They were there all along. Trump was just lying to you. Obviously no correction from Trump. He doesn't have to correct the record. No one expects him to. No one punishes him for lying on his side. So why would he do it? And then he hyped up this new court case that was coming out of it. He said, let's see, Trump issued this claim. The major Michigan election fraud case has just filed a bombshell pleading claiming votes were intentionally switched from President Trump to Joe Biden. The number of votes is massive and determinative. This will prove true in numerous other states. All Republicans must unify and not let this happen. So, yeah, it turned out the judge threw that out there, too. Threw the case completely out. So that collapsed, as everything Trump ever heralds does. But no correction. No update the record for him. Because why the fuck would he? And good news. The New York Attorney General let the Trump organization know that they're working on filing criminal charges against him, which is a big step, folks. That's like the first thing they have to do before they actually file criminal charges is like let them know about it or some shit. So it looks like criminal charges for Trump are coming down the pike. Now, whether he'll be convicted, I have no idea. Like literally all he needs is one Trump cult member on the jury and he'll never get convicted of anything because like he said, he could literally stand on Fifth Avenue and murder somebody and they wouldn't convict him. It's a cult. So he'll probably get away with it, but at least maybe he'll get charged with some kind of crime. That would be fun to watch. I'll keep you guys apprised of that, but it doesn't matter what happens to him, folks. QAnon always looks at it as a good thing. QAnon believers see Trump's mounting legal troubles as part of the plan. Yeah, it's just part of the plan. It's part of his genius plan to commit crimes and then get taken to court for those crimes. God damn it, all part of the plan. Just trust the plan, folks. Working as intended. The Trump genius on full display for you all to see. How can you deny the genius behind the 9D chess Trump is playing? And, God damn it, Milo Yiannopoulos, Snuffleupagus, Every time I think he can't fall any further, he just keeps falling and falling and falling. So here he is on Parler saying people only cling to contraception because they are unrepentant whores and fornicators. Like, that would be a bad thing if that were true. It's not true, of course. But that would be a bad thing if it was true. It is literally the only reason to be so desperately attached to my good contraception. Talking like shoe on head there. My good contraception. Just so stupid. But obviously, people in relationships, monogamous relationships, use birth control all the time when they're not ready to have children yet. Lots of reason for birth control other than just being whores and fornicators. But obviously, Milo doesn't believe anything he says. This is just his new grift. And the grift gets even worse, folks. Here he is. Sucking up to Rick Wiles, one of the most disgusting, violent, terroristic pieces of shit on the entire internet. And here he is kissing his ass.
I am so glad that we've gotten together. You surprised me, and I really was surprised. You told me that you have watched True News for years.
I have. As I was sort of teaching myself how to be provocative and interesting and
How to be a troll.
chameleonic and all the rest of it, I looked out on American media and you know, tried to identify the other people that had this same gift. And you know, you are one of the people I've been watching for years. You have a very special, very natural talent for irritating all the same people that I can't stand.
Yes, let's see his special talent for how he irritated all the people. Like I told you guys before, the one awesome thing about my show is everything I've ever talked about is bookmarked and searchable. So I can just tell you everything Rick Wiles has ever done that I've talked about. And he said that eating meatless burgers will lead to a race of soulless creatures. He said that the Jews were behind the transgender rights movements. He said that God was sending coronavirus to synagogues to punish the Jews. He said that liberal activists should be taken to Guantanamo and waterboarded. He said that Trump should take the billions of bullets that were stockpiled by Obama and murder left-wing activists with it. He blamed Governor Gretchen Whitmer because people were trying to kidnap her and murder her. He said that Florida liberals should pack up and flee because they were coming after them. He said people in Pennsylvania should chase out the first trans health secretary out of the state. He said the Trump administration was planning to execute Democrats and media traitors. I mean, just so many things, folks. This is what people like Milo are looking up to. This is what they aspire to be. Racist, violent, terroristic trolls. Because this is what conservatives reward. I guess don't hate the player, hate the game, but I'm hate the player too. Fuck you. And is that it? I think that is all. Yeah, that is all of my Chud Watch. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's check the super chats. I am dizzy as shit from not eating, folks. I gotta admit, I am fucking feeling faint, but I'm still killing it. Amazing. It's amazing. And Craft Dinner, Craft Dinner, either way, $5 today. And Dusty, send some love to my dog who is recovering from bilateral TPLO surgery. Here's a small contribution for the kitties over there. Cheers. Hey, shout out to your dog. Hope he's doing well, or she. Thank you for that. Free Thinking Secularist, I'll be watching tomorrow. Keep it real, home slice. Hey, how could I keep it any other way? And Jonathan Stern, dogs are the ultimate life hack. They help you live longer, protect you, warn you if someone is an asshole, love you, and help you find a mate. Hell yeah, I really want to find a mate, but they do help me. Gives me a purpose to get up in the morning. Gotta let the dogs out. Gotta get the dogs water. Gotta feed the dogs. Always thinking about the dog. Breaking Bad 094, $5. Thank you, Breaking Bad. You rock. Celestial Angel 666. Yay for Dusty. Have some money and help me in my busy work day. Hell yeah. Good way to pass the time on your job. Listen to me, because it definitely goes fast. I rail through so much shit. And Catalina, what's up, Catalina? Good to see you. You gave me $20. Very generous, Catalina. Appreciate that. Got my SSI, so now I'm governing my funded. Have some government funds. I will. Thank you, Catalina. I appreciate that. Gonna take all your government money. It's delicious. Gary Stedman, cat food money. I need it. Just bought a big bag of cat food. They go through it. Eat a pooping machines. Thank you for that. All right. Rocket6923, give me $5. Thank you, Rocket. Appreciate that. Rohit, 799 Australian. Keep up the good fight, Dusty. Heard you're coming to Twitch. I'm already on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Dusty Smith. I already have like 900 subscribers, but I might have to start over. If Twitch never lets me back in my account again, I might have to start all the fucking way over again, which sucks. God damn it, Twitch. Somebody find me, somebody who works at Twitch that can fix this shit for me, please. Or yeah, Sonny B, help me out. Dusty, your weight loss is unsustainable. It will be difficult to control your weight once you reach your goal. It's just not true. When I moved to Denver, I was there for 2 years and I kept the weight off. It was easy. All you have to do is monitor what you're eating, monitor your calories, and it's not hard at all to keep the weight off. I only gained weight back again when I stopped giving a shit about my weight and stopped counting calories. And then you gain it back when you don't give a shit. But as long as you like watch your calories, it's simple thermodynamics. If you take in less calories than your body burns, you lose weight. If you maintain the same amount of calories, you maintain your body weight. It's not rocket science, folks. We know how weight loss works. It's extremely simple. I've gained and lost hundreds of pounds in my life, and when you want to keep it off, you can. You just got to be fucking dedicated to it. Got to have self-control. Not that big of a deal. But I am dizzy. I will say that. And all right. Already 50 minutes into the show. Let's go ahead and continue through it. Got a bunch of other stuff to cover. More super chats, please. Also, folks, please like the video and hit the bell. Subscribe and hit the bell, but definitely like the video, folks. Help me out. Doesn't cost you anything. Easy way to support the show. Liking gives me a boost in the YouTube algorithm. And hitting the bell helps a little bit to get YouTube to tell you my show's actually on, which is good. So, all right, next up, folks. Gotta do a little section I like to call... Dipshit! You're caring too much. Why are you caring so much? You should be caring less. It's embarrassing. And first off, on caring too much, Baked Alaska back, folks. This is so depressing. So he's on, he's out on bail, I think, right? He's on parole, I believe. And back out there harassing minimum wage workers, the frontline workers at our retail stores. And here's the disgusting part about it, folks, is how popular he is for doing this. Look how quick the chat is scrolling here compared to mine. That's how many people are watching him. How many people support this shit. Because this is how you really get supported. You go out there and you act like the biggest piece of shit you can possibly fucking act like. And this is what the goddamn world supports. This is what gets rewarded. It's just trash as shit.
Could I use the bathroom?
No, I have to ask you to leave the building.
Why?
Because you have to wear a mask. It's the rules. Even the Buttercup said you have to go now. You have to go now because you see these cameras. You have to go watch because I have to ask you to go.
I just need to use the bathroom, dude.
I can't. I have to ask you to go without a mask unless you can wear a mask right now.
Dude, they're not wearing masks in the White House, you fucking retard. Have you not seen Joe Biden's not wearing a mask? He's the biggest cuck in the world. You're a cuck, bro. I just want to use the bathroom, dude. Why are you making a whole deal about this?
Sir, you need to leave for a couple weeks.
Oh, is that supposed to scare me?
No,
that's supposed to scare me, Eric? Is that supposed to scare me, Eric?
We have to have you escorted out,
Okay,
sir.
okay, how about this? Fuck you, you're gay, you suck. I don't give a shit about Jack in the Box.
Then why are you still here?
Because I need to use the bathroom, dude.
Customers only. Could you please go? Thank you.
Okay, fine. I'm out of here.
I'm not scared. No, he is. Because he knows he's going to get fucking arrested. But yeah, based. This is why I can't stand when you dumb motherfuckers say base. It's exactly the youngish conservatives are using. And anybody who unironically says the word cucked. This is what I made fun of Shoe on Head for when she was on Cal Kalinski's show. Calling Dave Rubin cook. He's a cook. Just so cringe and stupid every goddamn way. Nothing to add to the social discourse whatsoever. Just human garbage. And next up, did you guys see this one? So apparently, just fuck off with whatever you're doing. So apparently, this couple was in this gated community, And they have a rule in the gated community where you have to be ID'd to make sure you belong there. And they got pissed off that the black security guard was taking too long. So this guy comes in, smacks the guy's head into the glass window. Because why wouldn't he do that? Yeah, look at that shit.
Yeah, the loud sound you just heard is the head of a security guard hitting a glass window after a man slapped him. A couple said that they were just trying to get to their home.
NBC6 reporter Amanda Placencia has more video showing what led to this confrontation.
Give me my license back.
Privilege, that's what led to it. Amazing fucking privilege. So yeah, he got arrested, but he'll get a slap on the wrist. Nothing will happen to him. I'm sure it was racially motivated as well. Just garbage humans. And this one, classy as fuck. So I guess this paralyzed guy is using his electric wheelchair on a bike path. And the bikers are mad. These trash-ass bikers gotta tell him off. Because you're so privileged, you wheelchair guy. What are you thinking, using our bike path?
Nice job.
Seriously, dude, you're not supposed to have e-bikes on this thing.
This is a handicap piece of equipment.
And?
And what?
Show me the rules saying that you're allowed to do this.
You're serious? Who are you?
Come on, buddy. You're breaking the rules at the park.
It's a handicap piece of equipment. I can't walk.
You should have led with that.
Oh, you should have led with that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to just run up and tell everybody, hey, I can't walk. I can't walk. You should have. It's your fault. It's not our fault for being fucking pieces of shit and getting onto you for riding your wheelchair on the bike path. It's your fault. Crippled guy? Is crippled, is that a handicap? What is the word? I'm trying to be sensitive. Sorry if that's a ableist slur. I don't know what the correct nomenclature is.
Handicap piece of equipment. I can't walk.
You should have led with that.
He did lead with that.
I said it. Is this your husband? Class act, brother. You're a class act.
You guys are a class act. You know the rules.
Class act.
They allow
I mean, you're
you to be there, bro.
God, dude.
Everyone's on a motorbike.
Wow. Class act.
Yeah, you know the rules. Can't have your motorized wheelchair on our path. Everybody will be doing it. If we let you do it, then we have to let all the fucking wheelchair people do it. Yeah, fuck you. Let all the wheelchair people doing it, right? I think they got no problems with that you and your Karen ass, motherfucker. And here's another example of toxic masculinity, folks. I guess this guy is just mad at this black guy because black people think they're so tough. He's telling on himself. He's letting you know the racist, preconceived notions he has about strangers that he has no idea about based on their race. And he's so tough, he gotta threaten you with his karate bullshit.
Don't try to fucking go too far and start something, right? Right? You want to see my back kick right now?
You want to see my back kick right now?
Call the cops.
Let's go!
Call cops?
Yep, call the cops right now.
That's what I'm tired of. You guys think, you guys black people, you guys think you guys are so fucking strong.
Yeah.
You guys think you're so fucking strong and everything. Right? Come on, make a move, dude. Come on.
Sir, I'm
Come on.
asking you, time to go.
Come on.
Time to go, sir.
What?
Excuse me.
What?
Hey, excuse me. Hey,
Get out of here.
time to go.
You've been drinking.
Name and shame. Let's find out who this motherfucker is. I wonder if he has a job somewhere.
Yeah.
Pokemon Snap just came out. I was trying to get Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap. Yeah, that's what we're here for, too.
Talking about Pokemon. Yeah, he's such a terrifying black man talking about Pokemon. Just so scared, that dumbass white guy. And, name and shame. That's what I advise. And, I don't know what the story behind this video is, but apparently this lady, I'm gonna call her Mooning Karen, is arguing with her neighbor, and she decides to moon her neighbor right in front of the police officer, and then she decides to resist arrest and run away from the police officer, and she got tased.
Are you going to be in jail?
I really. Oh my
yeah.
God.
Nice, classy. Classy. Not resisting arrest and running. She's running and she's running and she's running, and yeah, now she's not running anymore. Yeah, she fell like a fucking stone. Yeah, she got tased. Yeah. Bad life decisions, and now we've all seen your ass, so thanks for that. Nightmare fuel for my night. And then there's this one, Tito Ortiz, or as I like to call him, Karen Ortiz. Former mayor of Huntington Beach, because Huntington Beach, I guess, is this dumb. And of course, he's an anti-masker, because that's what happens when you get punched in the head for a living, apparently.
And yes, in March of last year, I complied. I wore a mask. But then I was like, wait, hold on a second. How come people aren't dropping dead like I've seen on television in Japan?
570,000 Americans dead. People dropping dead everywhere. Look at India. How many motherfuckers dropping dead in India? Just going to deny it and say, I don't wear a mask. People are not actually dying here. Says brain genius Karen Ortiz.
How come people aren't dropping dead like I've seen on television in Japan? People are just standing there all of a sudden dropping dead. How come no one's done doing that? How come all the homeless aren't dying? Yeah. They're not clean. They're not washing their hands.
Yeah, how come the dirty-ass homeless are dying? Can we do something about homeless not dying? Fucking dirty-ass homeless. So, unsurprisingly, this Karen motherfucker and his Karen wife had their 2 sons sent home because they refused to obey the rules and give their kids masks when they sent them to school. Tito Ortiz's 2 sons sent home from school after arriving without face masks. So, yep. Now you're hurting your kids with this. This is child abuse. Now your kids have to be ostracized in the class because they don't give a shit enough about the other kids or the teachers not to want them not to get sick. And you know the kids are not vaccinated. You know their parents are not vaccinated. So these people are super spreaders if they're ever fucking were super spreaders. They're the ones that goddamn need the mask the most. But garbage. Can't stand him. And this racist anti-masker really wanted a hot dog. And it's always these old doughy white guys who are so tough. Look how tough he is. He wants to start a fight. This guy who's clearly never been in a fight in his entire life, incredibly out of fucking shape, geriatric, still want to start a fight. And the best part is how their employees treat him. They just pretty much ignore everything he says, doesn't let them get to them, which just sets him off even more. Because when you don't give them the thrill of getting upset by what they say, it only makes them angrier.
Fuck you. Serve me. I'm not leaving.
So they won't serve him because he's not wearing a mask. That's the setup to this video.
Fuck you. Serve me. I'm not leaving.
Dame
You all are pussies.
Yeah.
Pussy Mexican motherfuckers that work here.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Whatever you say.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck this
Yeah.
place. Fuck you, Johnny's. Take off your
Bye-bye.
mask.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, fuck you. Come on, cunt.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Come on, you little cunt. I'm not leaving. Call the police. Not leaving.
Get out, bro.
I'm not.
Just go somewhere else, man.
Call the police.
Just go
I'm not.
somewhere else.
Serve me.
I'm not.
Serve me.
Nope, you're not disturbed.
I'm not leaving.
Well, too bad for
I'm
you,
not
man.
leaving.
Too bad for you.
I am not leaving.
Too bad for you, man.
Too bad for you.
I don't think so.
I'm going to raise hell here for the rest of the night. You want to just serve me and just give me my food, let me leave?
Yep.
Nope, we'll call the cops and have you arrested for trespassing.
Or fuck with me.
Nope.
I don't care what you do.
Well, I don't care what you do.
I lived in this town my whole life. Fuck you.
Well, fuck you too.
I'm not leaving. Go ahead.
Dame el combo.
Serve this man, serve the next guy. I ain't leaving.
Dame el combo.
I'm going to call the police because you ain't serving me. I'm going to call them right now. Fuck you, Jim.
I'm going to call the police because I'm trespassing. Yeah, call the police on yourself, dummy. Just so tough. What is it with you doughy-ass white guys? That's one of the reasons I'm losing weight. I don't want to be an old doughy-ass white guy. It's just fucking embarrassing. And this is how every Karen should be treated, folks. Heckled, ridiculed, until they know they're wrong, until they're the laughing stock. And they hate it, and have to flee in embarrassment.
It just says 49 cents. You heard me. I asked you what country you're from. That says exactly what it says up there.
What did you say?
It doesn't say that.
Did you say what country I'm from?
Yeah. I said that you can't understand that English written right up there.
Miss, I have lived in America just like you did. Now get out my store.
Boo.
Get out my store.
Boo. Boo.
Boo, you're the problem.
Oh, yeah?
Boo.
You better guess again, pal.
It's $1.20. Boo, you're white trash. White trash. White trash.
You're not allowed to wear barefooted.
Sure we are.
Boo, boo that woman. Yeah. Making the laughing stocks. Nobody wants to be the laughing stocks. Let's make examples out of them. And last up on the Karen Cavalcade. Now they're turning Karens into musicals. This got a bunch of fucking views. You remember this incredibly privileged Karen lady telling off the cops? Now it's been set to piano music.
False and not true. I will not have it. You understand that? I will not have it. I'm sick of being bullied. I'm sick of being lied to, and it's not going to happen anymore. Do you understand? The CDC just released. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm being held accountable for my actions. What is going on here? Yep, justice. That's what's going on here, lady. Enjoy your time in the clink. And that is my Karen section for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's check the super chats. And Beastage doesn't on serve me. I don't know. You might get some greens, beans, potatoes if you keep on acting stupid. Yeah, they would just spit on your food. That doesn't seem very wise, dude. And Max Carter, welcome back, Dusty. Some money for your YouTube band Legal Defense Fund. Also, Screw Baked Alaska. I appreciate it. Yeah, please, more super chats, please, to help me make up for what I lost from being falsely suspended. That shit hurts. So if you guys can super chat me to help me make up the difference, I would very much appreciate it. If you're able to, of course. If you're not, that's cool too. But also like the video. Don't like the video and hit the bell. The Swartz Awakens. Keto, bro, wishing you well on your weight loss journey. You're doing great. Why do conservatives lie all the time? What the fuck? They just did a new scientific study that shows that keto weight loss programs don't work as well as cutting your calories and exercising. So that's just me. Telling you what the latest scientific studies show. It works, but it doesn't work as well. You don't have to do keto. I mean, you can do keto if you want to. I don't care. But counting calories works a lot better. It's foolproof. And all right, more super chats, please. Let's continue on with the show. Next up on the Dusty Smith Show. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we're going to do a little section I like to call What the Fuck? And first off, on today's What the Fuck? Oh, yeah. Jimmy Doorknob doing the grift that he do. His whole thing is now just shitting on the left, folks. Let's just shit on the left. So now he's shitting on Bernie Sanders. Awesome ass Bernie Sanders, because Bernie Sanders wants to introduce a bill trying to block weapons sales to Israel. And he's making fun of Bernie Sanders. I'll show you the clip in a minute, but here's the bullshit part. If Bernie Sanders didn't do this, he will make fun of Bernie Sanders for not doing something. Bernie Sanders does something, he makes fun of him for doing something. It doesn't fucking matter. Either way, he's going to shit on Bernie Sanders because that's part of his fucking grift. Shit on the left more than you shit on the right. Because there's huge grift dollars in that on the fucking internet. And this guy lives in a multi-million dollar compound. It's working for Jimmy Doorknob.
And even if Sanders' motion could get the majority support of the Senate, a tall order considering the GOP firmly backs the sale and Democrats are divided, it would need to clear the House as well for Congress to attempt forcibly blocking the administration from clearing the sale. So that's another useless move by Bernie Sanders, completely performative theater. He's introducing a bill he knows isn't going to pass.
That's 100% what Jimmy Dore trying to get them to do with the Medicare for All thing. A performative motion to try to pass a bill they know is not going to pass. He shits on them for not doing it, and then he shits on them for doing something similar, even though it's apples and oranges. The two cases is a better reason for not doing the Medicare for All thing and for doing this thing that's not going to pass because they're different complete subjects whatsoever. But just no consistency whatsoever, but he doesn't have to be consistent because the grift is working, y'all.
I thought you weren't supposed to do that. I thought that was dumb. I thought that was exotic legislative bullshit if you introduced a bill you knew wasn't going to pass. That's what they said about force to vote. Remember that, Ron? They said that
so
was...
then why are you shitting on him for doing it? If that's what you wanted him to do, force votes you know not going to pass, why are you shitting on him now for doing it?
Stupid to do that. Now here Bernie is doing it, and why isn't it stupid when he does it?
Because it's a different situation. Because trying to get them to vote on stopping to sell weapons to a terrorist organization is different than having a vote on Medicare for all that can't possibly pass until you get enough of a coalition to do it, because you show weakness. Pretty simple, but it doesn't matter. And conservatives going to the next level here to own the libs. So they're like sitting around thinking, hey, how can we own the libs today? I know. Why don't I hold a Confederate flag and set my head on fire? What could go wrong?
The water going over here. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm owned. Hey, please, Confederate flag lovers, don't do this to yourself. This hurts me so bad. Please stop and don't do that. And of course, folks, like, if you're on fire, don't pour water on it. You have to smother that shit. That's just fire 101. Of course, I don't expect no Confederate lovers to know that shit. And yes, I know that is the Georgia battle flag. That technically, not technically the Confederate flag, but same shit. I doubt he knows the difference. And next up on What the Fuck, Dad of the Year here. So at first I was like, why is everybody freaking out? Why are you freaking out at this guy? Like, yeah, dude. Yeah, stop, dude. Your baby's on the roof. Stop. Your baby on the roof. You motherfucking idiot. Your baby on the roof. Get your baby out the roof. Yeah, put your baby in the car. I don't know if there, maybe there was no baby in that. Hopefully it's just a,
Hey, believe that shit.
What do you call that? A bassinet? What do you call that thing? I don't know. Baby carrier. I call it a baby carrier. Hopefully there was no baby in that, but don't know. I'd be freaked out too. And holy shit, what the fuck, folks? This is just an attack on trans people. That's all this is. Tennessee is going to mandate that businesses who allow trans women to use women's restrooms have to put up a sign warning people, which is meant only to punish trans people. That's all this is about. Trans people are no threat. Absolutely no threat. Make up 1% of the population, not hurting anybody. But conservative policies are so unbelievably unfucking popular that they have to scare you with anything they can think of. It's so trans panic spreading across the goddamn world right now. And we know businesses are not going to do this. Businesses are not going to put up a sign warning people that trans women might be using their bathrooms. So they're just going to, I don't know how they're going to apply this at all. They're not going to be able to, but this is simply just trying to punish trans women for no fucking reason. For no reason. They haven't done anything wrong. There's no evidence that trans women in women's bathrooms have ever caused any problems whatsoever. But this is just to freak you out and spread trans panic, because this is what works on idiotic trash goddamn conservatives. It's not cool anymore as much as it used to be to shit on black people or gays. But trans people are still fair game to these motherfuckers, and that's all they're goddamn doing. Same playbook as they've always fucking done. Ridiculous. And as I was telling you guys before, you guys might have saw last week, where Israel destroyed the building of the AP and also Al Jazeera, claiming they also had Hamas in the same building. Here's the terrorist organization, the government of Israel, which is what it is right now. Israel is a terrorist organization, destroying the buildings of free press, and you and I are paying for this. We bought the bombs for them. Yep, scary as shit. There goes free press, folks. Terrorist organization. That's the first thing they do. Destroy the press so they can't be accurately reported on. And they know they can do it, folks. They know they can get away with it. They know Joe Biden's not going to hold them accountable. They know that nobody in our fucking government's going to hold them accountable. Maybe Bernie Sanders, but then Jimmy Dore shit on Bernie Sanders for doing it too. So just, we're accomplices to this. We're aiding and abetting this terrorism. And folks, if I were to write the most generic supervillain monologue for a cartoonishly evil, mustache twirling villain, this would be it. This is a PM from Israel, from the official Israel PM blue checkmark account. It says, the weak crumble, are slaughtered, and are erased from history, while the strong, for good or for ill, survive. The strong are respected, and alliances are made with the strong. And in the end, peace is made with the strong. Good God, you guys are terrorists. Freaky as goddamn shit. What in the hell, man? They become the Nazis. They become the Nazis they claim to hate. They're like, oh my God, the Nazis had it right. The Nazis were just mad at the wrong people. The Nazis should have been mad at Arabs, and then, yeah, we'd have been on board with it. Just goddamn the new fucking Trump trash. They're not new, but since videos are just now starting to be released of Israel, and now it's becoming less taboo to shit on Israel. You could not do it because you'd be called an anti-Semite. But now what they're doing is so egregious because we have cameras everywhere on all these cell phones. We're seeing much more of it, and it's harder for them to hide and bullshit their way out of it. And, God damn it, here's the way conservatives think. This is Newsmax, right-wing propaganda network Newsmax. Logan Raddick says, this is for those of you who can't see or listen to the audio, it's a picture of 4 women from the IDF, and they're not even very attractive. There's like a 7 and a couple 5s, maybe a 6. But he says, imagine being a fearless macho Hamas commander, and then these ladies in you. Yeah. Imagine having your kid murdered by semi-attractive women. That would really sting, wouldn't it? Yeah, you'd be sitting there thinking, damn, I can't believe my kid got murdered by women terrorists. It would be so much better if it was uggo men doing it, but since it's women, that's way worse. Damn. Or imagine instead, it's an uggo terrorist that killed your kid. You're like, damn, I'm glad it was an uggo instead of hot women that killed my kid. At least we dodged that bullet. I mean, my kid didn't, of course, but yeah, at least we dodged that bullet. Yeah, fuck everything about this goddamn bullshit. What in the hell? Just ridiculous. And another example of the IDF putting out really strange propaganda. This is the kind of shit they actually think's gonna work. So they have this chick who apparently is a TikTok star, and she's also an IDF terrorist, much like Gal Gadot was. And she's wearing her IDF uniform, and she says, I proudly served as a military police officer for 3 years in the IDF. Now tell me, do I look like I can harm innocent civilians? And let me turn this fucking down because that's loud. And she's trying to look all cute. I'm a cute girl. I'm an attractive woman. There's no way I could possibly harm kids, can I? Yeah. You actually look like the exact type of person that can harm kids, that could kill innocent people. Like a fucking sociopath that don't give a fuck about anything but your own attention. About elevating yourself above all else. It's exactly what you look like. Fuck all with your stupid propaganda. And apparently, this lady has lots of strange videos. This is like when the U.S. military goes on Twitch to try to recruit people, to try to soften their image by playing video games and shit. This is what they're doing in Israel. Hey, look, we're just cute little cat girls in the IDF. We're not terrorists at all, are we? Look, I'm a cat. I'm licking shit. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, children we're murdering. Yeah, we're cool. And here she is again. We're harmless. Look how harmless we are with our cat ears. As we murder innocent people all over the fucking place. And here's the type of people they are in Israel. Here's what goddamn trash. Here's what fascists. Here's the fucking Nazis. Here's a Palestinian food delivery guy. Just walking down the street, doing nothing. Mind his own fucking business. Here's how the racist Nazi fucks of the IDF treat him. He's just walking along. He's like, oh, let me step off away from you guys. And they're just like, shut ya, just push you down. Get out of our way. You're too close. What are you doing, boy? Just guys run up, shove him down, push him down, attack him. Yeah. You got near the God-man. What do you think of being near the God-man? We were literally chosen by God. Fuck you. No, you weren't. You weren't chosen by goddamn shit but your own fucking self. Terrorist fucks. And like I said, a lot more of this video from fascist Israel, which is a ethno-state. Here's how they treated a black guy in Israel. You should be ashamed of yourself. May you be raped. Amen. Yeah. Very, very religious of you. Very Jewish of you. Or Judaism of you, whatever. You should be raped. Amen. So cool, so moral. Who are you married to? To an N-word? Yeah, you're married to an N-word. Both of you, get out of here. You're married to an N-word. Get out. She has no shame. You should be ashamed of yourself. Go back to Sudan and save your country. I'll stick a pole on your ass. You disgust me. Infiltrators go home. Infiltrators go home. Yep. Ethno-state. Racist, right-wing fucks. Trump has a 71% approval rating from these garbage humans. It's time to stop supporting this shit. Time to speak out. Time to fight back. Hell no to all of it. And another racist what the fuck story. This Connecticut high schooler charged of a racist Snapchat attack on black classmate. So apparently this dude, for some reason, I guess the reason is racism, took a picture of his black classmate and then posted it on Snapchat that said, why is there an N-word? No, he didn't say N-word. He said the N-word. In my homeroom. Why is he not in chains? Yeah. Why are we not enslaving black people? In my class, oh yeah, they arrested him and like they got like 50,000 signatures, people trying to get him expelled. And he should be. Fuck that dude. He doesn't belong in the classroom. And man, I was really surprised to hear this next story, folks. Like I knew that ransomware was a problem. This is where hackers, they take over your infrastructure like they did with the Keystone Pipeline. They took it over and they actually paid them millions of dollars. I had no idea how lucrative this hacking ransomware shit was, but apparently the same hacker group behind the Colonial Pipeline attack received $90 million from different ransomware attacks. Holy shit, this stuff is effective. $90 million. People are paying this ransomware all over the fucking place. I figured like nobody was paying it. I figured they just hire like their own hackers to come in and fix the problem and shit. But nope. It's definitely lucrative. It's like the Wild Wild West on the internet still. Surprising. Surprise, surprise, surprise. And I don't know when this video was shot, folks, but it's new to me. And morons, do not wrap boa constrictors around your throats. So this clip is fucked up for a lot of reasons. First off, these are professionals who don't know any better than to wrap giant boa constrictors around your throat. And then all the other people that work there, they take their slow ass time coming to help this guy. And then they don't know how to carry his body off and they keep dropping him on his head. All of the what the fuck happening in this clip. So it's quieter. So he's performing the show for a very small audience. And so, of course, this genius wraps a boa constrictor around his throat. Because why wouldn't you wrap a boa constrictor around your throat? Oh, what is it boas do again? I can't remember. Oh, constrict. It's in their fucking name. It's literally in their fucking name. So, yeah, it doesn't take but a second to have the carotid artery cut off. And then you pass out. Yeah, there you go. You're passing out. And then you have a couple minutes and then you're dead. Permanent brain damage. The snake is killing you right now because you're dumb. Yeah. Bad light decision. And where the help out? Where the help? You're supposed to have people nearby, so they finally come over. Finally start helping him get the snake off his throat. They're like, that ain't supposed to happen. And then he's face flat. And then they don't know how to carry his body. Like, let go of the snake and help us carry this guy. And carry him by his head. Who carries a limp body by their fucking head? And then just drops him on his face. What are you doing? Why? Why though? Just dumb. So I don't know, maybe you should use animals for your entertainment. That's just my opinion on that, but Godspeed and all of that. And did you guys hear about this one where it was like the movie Project X, where this TikTok kid named Adrian told everybody about his birthday party in Huntington Beach, and like thousands of people showed up to his birthday party and he got a hand, and this is what it was like.
Bitch, there's a ghost in the house.
Yeah, the police had to like call an unlawful gathering of people and They arrested like 150 people at this kid's birthday party. So shit getting out of hand over at Huntington Beach. But I guess that kid's like a legend now. He's like the Project X kid forever, so he don't give a shit. And guys, remember that video? Charlie bit my finger. Charlie bit my finger. It really hurt. I gotta sign back into Washington Post, but I won't do it right now. But anyway, so that video has been taken off the internet. It's gone. I hope you downloaded it, but don't worry, folks. There's mirrors of it all over the place because you know it's a video. That's what happens to videos. It gets copied repeatedly. But apparently they took it down and they're selling it. They sold it already as an NFT, a non-fungible token. Somebody paid $761,000 to own this video. Even though you can just download a copy of the video, it is exactly the fucking same thing. Still paid $161,000 because what the fuck? Rich people got too much fucking money. NFTs don't make any goddamn sense whatsoever. It's just like stupid shit for rich people to put their money on. I need to start selling all my shows when I get done with them. Every show I'm going to auction off as an NFT from now on. Who's going to pay me $1 million per show? Let's do it. And here's another one on what the fuck. What would happen when somebody tries to carjack you and you're in a moving car? Who wins? This is from last year. November of last year. Let's have a look. I guess it's October of last year. Yeah, so here comes the car. And this guy pulls his gun. He's like, stop! I'm going to carjack you. And no, you're not. No, you're not going to carjack me. I'm in a speeding vehicle. I ain't stopping for you. I'm going to run your ass over, motherfucker. Bad life decisions. Yep, that's exactly how you handle that problem. I ain't fucking stopping for your gun. Are you out of your goddamn mind? Apparently. And now his goddamn mind is all over the sidewalk. So, thoughts and prayers. And another what the fuck story. This is my last one. Apparently, there was a race in China, a really popular race. They've had it year after year after year. And 21 people died during the race this year because they got caught up in the mountains in some kind of snowstorm and they froze to death. So that's bad planning. When you hold a huge ass race and 21 people die during your race, that seems like a user error. I might want to listen to the weather reports a little bit more about that. That's a horrifying fucking story. Like some really popular professional runners just fucking died during that race. They're like running along 1 minute, the next reason they're frozen fucking dead. So what the fuck? Horrible story. And that's all my WTF for this week, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's check the super chats, and we're going to do a celebrity bullshit segment. Got a pretty good sauce one. And Max Carter. U.S. funds Israel to keep military industrial complex going. Blood for cash. Yep. True story. They have universal health care over there. Yeah, we're still paying them like $50 billion a year or some shit. Crazy. That's not that much, but it's billions every year. So we're basically paying for their universal health care where our people suffer and die. Because that's how whooped we are in this country. And Brian C., have some more. Welcome back. I will, Brian C. I appreciate that. It's good to be back. Hopefully they will not ban me for this show for no bullshit reason. But you guys should definitely subscribe to me on twitch.tv/Jesse Smith. Because that's where I'll be moving if they ban me on here for good. And be sure to like the video, folks. 625 people, only 336 likes. Like the fucking video. It doesn't cost you anything. And also hit the bell. Ring my bell. Do it. It's a bell next to the subscribe button. Hit that bell, folks. You'll thank me later. And Lonnie Tyler, what games are you into right now? I just beat the new Resident Evil. Keep it up. Love the show. Like I said earlier, I've been playing Outriders, which is a great game, I thought. Got mixed reviews. I got some people were having problems with it. I didn't have no problems with it. I thought it was fun as shit. I might play it again with a different character for Twitch sometime if you guys want to see that. And then I've been playing, I'm almost about to beat Days Gone, which is like a zombie game, but it's really cool. It's like a Red Dead Redemption meets a zombie game. Instead of a horse, you ride a motorcycle, but it's really beautiful, and it looks amazing. That's what I'm playing. It's fun. So thank you for that. Roxanne Dawson, you forgot to say, what the fuck? But it's been a week, so I'll let it slide. I thought I said, what the fuck? I did say that. What the fuck? Good to have you back. The last week has felt weird. I know, right? Sucks. I hate missing shows. I get so far of a fucking high. I'm probably going to do a show Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to do a show publicly or just for patrons only, but probably definitely going to do something on Wednesday. So I will become a patron just in case, but you guys might get to see another free show on Wednesday so I can catch up. We'll see what happens. Tyler Floodgate, $5. Thank you, Tyler Floodgate. Appreciate that. Digital Noodle gave me $100 Canadian. Here you go, Dusty. Very generous, Digital Noodle. Appreciate that. You are amazing. Thank you for helping me make up for the shit I lost this week. That's cool. Kathy H, $2.99. Thank you, Kathy H. Appreciate that. You rock. Little 213. I have 2 words that will solve the Karen problem once and for all. Human centipede. Yep, that's nasty. I've never seen human centipede, but I know what it is. That's some disgusting shit. But, you know, diarrhea is already coming out of their mouth, so it's not that different. And $40 is very generous. Thank you, Little. And Sisyphean Task, $5. Thank you, Sisyphean Task. Good to see you tonight. Catalina gave another 10. Karen the Musical would be the best Broadway musical ever. I would pay to see that. Be a lot better than Hamilton. Fuck that shit. And Vincenze B, love for Palestine. From an empathetic atheist. Hell yeah. Free Palestine. I'm all for that. And my buddy, he gave me $100. Very generous. Thank you, dude. You rock. Good to see you back tonight. I got a big religious bullshit segment I want to do for you, but might not do it to the next show. But I will dedicate to you anyway, as always, because you're one of the heroes of the show. And let's see if anything else popped up. Kinky666, you're my hero, Dusty. Your show keeps being the best on earth. Kiss the animals, I will. And this is the greatest show. It's everything you ever want and everything you ever need. So, thank you for joining me. I appreciate that, Kinky. All right, let's keep it going. Next up, gonna do a section I like to call Celebrity Bullshit. Celebrity Bullshit. The segment is about celebrities and their bullshit. And first off, on Celebrity Bullshit, you guys hear about the mini feud that Stephen King and J.K. Rowling were having? So they've been friends. Stephen King and J.K. Rowling are friends, but apparently Stephen King said he disagrees with J.K. Rowling about her trans issues. And J.K. Rowling wasn't having that. She deleted a former tweet that she made praising Stephen King about how good of a writer he is, and she blocked him. Isn't that cancel culture? Didn't you put out some kind of press release against cancel culture? But you're doing the same thing, aren't you? Let's see what this thing has to say about it. It's quiet. What? Why is it
Longer friends.
One more time.
2 superstar novelists, Stephen King and J.K. Rowling, are apparently no longer friends. The New York Post noted that their Twitter feud in June led to the Harry Potter creator deleting a message that praised the creator of It and The Shining. Rowling had made what many consider anti-transgender public statements. King was one of many who disagreed with Rowling, posting, quote, "Yes, trans women are women." According to the Daily Beast, Rowling subsequently blocked King. In a recent interview with the Daily Beast, King elaborated, quote, "Here's the thing. She is welcome to her opinion. She's on the side of the angels in most respects, but she does have this one thing she's very vehement about, no doubt."
Yep, so you got canceled, Stephen King. I always love Stephen King, my favorite authors of all time. I actually dedicated my book to him, 7 Deadly Sins. Dedicated to Stephen King, so hero would have been in the hero section, but you made the celebrity bullshit segment instead. What are you doing, assholes? Quit. Would you quit? Yeah, you. What are you doing back there? Cats. Cats. And Joe Rogan. Whiny piss baby Joe Rogan. So dude has the #1 podcast in the world. Literally millions of viewers. As I admitted before, he gets to say whatever he wants to. He's not reined in any way by Spotify. They don't mess with him at all. Literally got paid $100 million to say whatever he wants to say. Yet he's going to blame woke culture and whine that eventually white straight men won't be able to say anything. God damn it, so cringe.
You can never be woke enough. That's the problem. It keeps going. It keeps going further and further and further down the line. And if you get to the point where you capitulate, where you agree to all these demands, it'll eventually get to straight white men are not allowed to talk.
Right.
Because it's your privilege to express yourself when other people of color have been silenced throughout history. It will be, you're not allowed to go outside because so many people were imprisoned for so many years. I mean, I'm not joking.
No,
I'm not joking. Yeah, this is real life. I literally get paid hundreds of millions of dollars to say whatever I want to, but yeah, they're coming from me, dude. You're such a fucking crybaby. These are the same people that accuse everybody else of being snowflakes. Literally nobody is stopping you from saying whatever you want to. I'm a straight white man. I say whatever I want to at all the time. Have no problems. Except for when YouTube false flags me. That's the only problem I have, but that's not because of any woke bullshit. It's just the dumbest goddamn thing ever. This fucking human thumb can't get his head out of his ass for 5 fucking seconds.
Really, we'll get there. It's that crazy. You know, we just got to be nice to each other, man. And there's a lot of people that are taking advantage of this weirdness in our culture.
You just got $100 million. Who is taking advantage of this weird culture thing more than fucking you? You rich, stupid motherfucker.
And then that becomes their thing. Their thing is calling people out for their privilege, calling people out for their position. You know, it's
Like, roll your eyes. Yeah, these elitist, rich, powerful people, they fucking hate to be held accountable for anything. And now social media has given us the tools to actually hold them accountable right to their fucking face, and they're freaking out about it. Gonna pretend, this is what the Christians used to do, pretend like they're persecuted in some way. Joe Rogan pretend like he's persecuted for being held accountable for his fucking words. God damn it, grow the fuck up, Joe. It's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic, dude. And of course, the usual people, the exact same scumbags you would imagine who would support this kind of whiny bullshit, come right out of the woodwork to support it. Here's a racist ass, fascist Paul Joseph Watson, who says, podcast giant Joe Rogan has warned that the logical conclusion of woke cancel culture is that all straight white men will be forbidden for talking or even leaving their own houses. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen, folks. We're so close to white men not being able to leave their houses. Isn't life so tough for white men right now in this country? Like, good God, our entire society was created for us. Our entire society is still dedicated to kowtowing to our ever want need. We have a white supremacist power structure still in effect today that benefits every goddamn single one of us. Imagine whining and pretending about this bullshit like this. Just beyond the fucking pale. Just ridiculous. You can't even parody these people anymore. Beyond parody. And while we're shitting on Joe Rogan, let's do a walk down memory lane. See, this is the kind of thing that Joe Rogan's pissed about that people like me are calling him out on. I call him out on his own old bad takes. And instead of apologizing for them, he pretends like being held accountable for his stupid shit that he says is the problem. Here he is telling this guy who's half black, half white, that he has the best of both worlds. He has the black body, because, you know, black people have better bodies than white people. But he has the white brain, because, you know, white people have their brain. And hey, he's not saying black people have brains, but black people have different brains. Yeah, not racist at all. This is how the mask slips here. This shows you behind the scenes of what he actually thinks about black people. Right in your face.
What are you? Yeah. Dad's black, mom's white. Standard issue, pretty much.
Powerful combination genetic-wise, right? You get the body of the black man, and then you get the mind of the white man all together in some strange combination. That doesn't, by the way, mean that black people don't have brains. It's a different brain. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I'm saying, yeah, you got the best of both worlds. You got the best because white people have the best brains and black people have the best bodies. I'm not saying black people don't have brains. They just have different brains. You know, it's just different. It's just different. And while we're shitting on Joe Rogan, remember the time that he went to a black neighborhood?
Planet of the Apes.
And he,
So look on the iPhone
he said the black neighborhood was like the Planet of the Apes. Yeah, remember?
Planet of the Apes, man. We're going to go see Planet of the Apes. So I look on the iPhone app, and it says, okay, take me to this one. And the guy goes, okay. I go, is that in a good neighborhood? He's like, oh, yeah. Guy barely speaks English. He takes us there. We get out, and we're giggling. Oh, we're going to go see Planet of the Apes. We walk into Planet of the Apes. We walked into Africa, dude. We walked in the door, and there was no white people. There was no white people.
We walk into Planet of the Apes. Africa is like Planet of the Apes, isn't it, folks? So yeah, it's woke culture. That's the problem, folks. It's not this dumb racist fuck continuously spewing his racist diarrhea every goddamn where. No, it's woke culture. That's to blame. Don't hold him accountable for his actions because you're the problem. And lots of bullshit about Bill Gates coming out this week. Apparently, he had a reputation for questionable behavior. Linda Gates was all pissed off because apparently he was hanging out with first the Microsoft board wanted him to resign, it came out, because he was sexually harassing one of their employees. And then apparently he was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein because he thought Jeffrey Epstein could help him win a Nobel Peace Prize because he thought Jeffrey Epstein had like a Rolodex of all these powerful people. And then apparently he was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, and Jeffrey Epstein was giving him advice on ending his marriage, because, yeah, that's the guy you want to get advice from. Super famous pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. This was after Jeffrey Epstein was already, convicted of crimes and shit, after it was already known what a creep he was. So, yep, not the best look there for you, Bill Gates. Billionaire asshole. Like, I like what Bill Gates did with the polio. Good job, polio. Everything else, fuck off. And Ricky Schroeder. Remember Ricky Schroeder? Ricky Schroeder was a famous kid actor when I was a kid, like 40 years ago, and hasn't done jack shit in 40 years. So here he is. Here's this human excrement going to Costco and harassing the employees who have nothing to do with anything. They don't make the rules. They just have to enforce them. So, of course, he has to go harass them and show his Karen ass. This normally would make the Karen section, but he's a celebrity, so it made the celebrity bullshit section. Here's 5.2 million views on this stupid bullshit.
What's your name?
My name is Jason.
And what do you do here?
I'm a supervisor, front-end supervisor.
And why aren't you letting me in?
Because in the state of California, in the county of Los Angeles, there has been and Costco, there's been no change to our mask policy. Not in the state of California or in the county of Los Angeles.
Didn't you see the news? You didn't see the news. Nationwide Costco has said you don't need to wear a mask.
Actually, that's not accurate.
What is accurate?
So what is accurate is that Costco always goes above and beyond when following the law. And the mandate in California has not changed. There does seem to be the possibility that in June, by mid-June, that's a date that California, I know,
if they allow us, if they grant us that, our kings, the people in power, you're going to listen to these people?
Well, I know
they've destroyed our economy.
Well,
they're destroying our culture. They're destroying our state.
I see.
And you're just going to listen to their rules.
Well, what we are going to do is simply follow the guidelines.
Okay.
I'm getting my refund. I'm getting my refund from Costco. I suggest everybody in California get their refund from Costco. Give up your membership to Costco until they remove this.
Okay, well, this hasn't changed in any building in California, in any company that I'm aware of. The places I shop still require masks. But that's not the point. The point is Costco is simply abiding by the law, and that's the law.
There's my refund. You're the manager?
I'm the manager.
Okay, I'm suggesting everybody in California get a refund from Costco until this rule is lifted.
No one gives a shit.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Have a nice day, dipshit. Did I close the fucking... So what a piece of shit. Ricky Schroeder harassing workers. Have nothing to do with anything. And so then, after this goes viral, he makes a video where he's straight up spreading white supremacist talking points. Holy shit. Now, I've covered this before, folks, about how in Rhodesia, the white people, the colonizers, had taken over and they had apartheid there, where their white minority rule, and the black people started standing up and fighting back against them. And so in the white supremacist movement, the white Rhodesian fighters became like cult heroes. Remember the phrase, slotting floppies, killing black people in Rhodesia. This is a popular white supremacist phrase, slotting floppies. So here he is talking about how bad it was that the black people rose up and ended apartheid in Rhodesia. How bad it was for the white soldiers, the white supremacist white soldiers who attacked and killed the black locals who were trying to fight for their freedom.
If you look at Rhodesia, a country that was once a thriving breadbasket of southern Africa, and then destroyed and became a place where whites live in fear. The fourth, fifth generation white farmers that have been there since the 1700s, run out or killed. And the country fell, and Mugabe took over and came to Zimbabwe. They used racial tension to create that disaster. I feel like that's what's happening here. I feel like they're stoking racial tension to try to create the same events here. And it's sinister and it's evil.
Literally, he's the one stoking racial tension. Literally spreading white supremacy talking points. So, disappointment. I used to like Ricky Schroeder when I was a kid. Used to watch me some Silver Spoons when I was a kid. But what a garbage piece of shit Ricky Schroeder is. And that is my celebrity bullshit section for tonight. Got 20 minutes. I guess we're going to do my hero section. Going to follow it up with Only in America section and a little overtime. And then I have a huge religious bullshit section we're going to save for Wednesday's show. Whether it's on Patreon only or public. We'll see what happens. But big on Patreon anyway. And also, be sure to like the video, folks. Let's see how many people we have on the video. There's 609 watching, 604 watching right now. Be sure to like the video. There's only 387 likes. It doesn't cost you anything. Be sure to hit the bell. I'm watching you. Why haven't you liked the video? Dragonborn360 says, saw certain lefty streamers more focused on how hot the idea of TikTok girl was rather than debunking her harmful propaganda. Love the show, by the way. Which lefty streamers are they that were doing that? Why are they popular? Why are we letting these people be popular when they're such... I know why. I know, because the new left is just an extension of the old anti-SJW community. It's the same exact tactics. It's a lot of the same trash language. It's better than it was, but it's still a lot of the same toxic bullshit. And Lena Rose became a member of the Dust Buddies. Hell yeah. If you guys want to become a member of the Dust Buddies, it's $2.99 a month, and you get customized emojis to spend the chat with. So become a Dust Buddy today and support the show. And you also get access to the private shows that I do on Patreon. You can see them if you're a Dust Buddy also. So that's cool. Become one of the cool kids. And Kinky, already read that. All right. I'm sorry myself until the show is over. LOL. I'm so dizzy. I can barely... keep myself from passing out, but I won't pass out. I'm going to wait till the show's over, and then I'm going to eat me something. E says, another letter coming, more motivation to write music, hint, hint. What kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you want me to write, E? What do you suggest? Which of my songs do you like? I will take the motivation. I sure appreciate that. I always just assume nobody gives a shit about my music, so I don't even bother with it. Like, my Wobble Wobble video has only got 5,000 views. That's not much, so I don't know. But just for you, E, I will write more music if you like it. Sounds cool to me. All right, more super chats, please. Last chance to get your super chats, because it's the last section I want to do, but that's not true. I'm going to do 2 more sections. I want to do a hero section. I got a bunch to do. Shit. This might be a 2.5 hour show tonight. We'll see what happens. Anyway, next up is... heroes! We can be heroes, folks, for more than a day. We could be heroes for every day if we wanted to. And this video went viral, folks. Apparently these 2 black women, or maybe it's 3, I don't know, are trying to rob this Asian guy. And it looks like the guy from the surprise motherfucker meme. I know it's not him. But this beefcake black dude walks up and hands them their fucking ass. Perfect accuracy with his punches. This dude don't miss. Watch this hero. So they robbing this Asian guy. They punching on him. And boom! 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 Yeah, that's what happened to you. Yeah, bad life decisions. Better fuck off. So, good on you, dude. Way to be a hero. Need more guys like that in this funky country. And I don't know how old this video is, folks, but I just saw it today. And this is a fucking hero move if I ever saw one. So this dude is beating up this woman. Beating the crap out of her. I don't know, with something. Smacking around, and this guy runs in with a flying headbutt. Look at this move. Flying headbutt like a ram. Literally ramming shit. Hero status. That's something from a fucking movie. If I tried that shit, I'd miss and bust my head open on the concrete and die. I would look so stupid. I'm glad some people can pull off cool ass shit like that. And did you guys see this crazy ass story? God damn it. All right, never mind. Fuck that one. We'll skip that one. Little girl was about to be kidnapped and she fought back. She's 11 years old. Fought back against her kidnapper and got away. That was pretty cool. And gonna showcase this hero lady. I don't know who she is, but I love her. Apparently she went out to one of these chud rallies. I don't know if it was an anti-mask rally or pro-Trump rally, whatever it was. And she giving them the business, folks. This is what everybody needs to do, these motherfuckers. Film them as you troll them and give them the business. Let's watch.
Ashamed of what you're doing? Don't want to tell anybody who you are? The Klan used to hide their identity, too. They used to hide their names and their faces and not tell anybody what organization they were in, too. That doesn't sound familiar to y'all? Ask me what group I'm with. I'll be glad to tell you. I don't hide my name. I don't hide my identity. I don't hide who I stand with.
Terrorists, and you just fucking leave.
Nope. This is a free country. This is America, isn't it?
Fucking ass here in America, you fucking terrorists. Get the fuck out.
Are you gonna whoop my ass? What's your name? Say it with me now. Public property. America. Freedom. Civil rights. 21st century Ku Klux Klan.
She's singing Kanye. I love her. Whoever she is. She's amazing. And there's one more. Apparently she has a TikTok. And her name is Jay Shaktima. I don't know. But here's her TikTok video. I don't know how to rewind it. I'll just refresh the whole page.
Would y'all like to help me? I'm raising money to build a statue for Vietnam. I'm raising money to build a monument honoring soldiers from Vietnam who died in the war.
They got one over there, well.
No, not American soldiers, Vietnamese soldiers. That's how I express my patriotism. Oh, why don't you go move to the Confederacy? Oh, wait, it's not a country anymore. I'm ignorant? You're supporting a country that doesn't exist anymore.
Your grandpa probably fought in the Confederacy.
Actually, honey, he fought for the Union. I come from a line of winners. Sorry, sugar. And you know what? He came from right here in Weatherford. He had the balls to move north and fight. Oh, I'm so sorry yours didn't. I guess that's why you voted for Trump. You come from a long line of losers, don't you?
Pretty funny. Give the business. Somebody said she was singing Sabbath. Okay, apparently Kanye sampled Sabbath for one of his songs, and so that's where I got that from. Sorry, I know more about Kanye than Black Sabbath, apparently. Shame on Dusty. And another example of trolling these anti-vaxxers. Everybody should be trolling them all the time. Here's a troll out at maybe it's a Texas rally. I don't know, anti-vax rally. Let's watch.
I don't trust doctors. I don't trust medical professionals. I trust my roommate, who is a personal trainer, a DJ, and sells herbal medicine. He sells herbal medicine. It's not a pyramid scheme, okay? What's up?
Is he part of our group?
Well, yes, I'm against. What do you mean? I'm against medical the doctors. The Doctors Without Borders. So they made these borders and they told the doctors. What do you mean I have no idea what I'm talking about? They give them those borders.
What the fuck are you looking at?
The fuck are you looking at, you dumbass? We are making fun of you. Because that's what you deserve to happen to you. You're the laughing stock of the country and you deserve to know it. And hero John Oliver There was a short time ago that saying this would have got you kicked off the air. But times they are changing. And now even he is allowed to get on HBO, or is it Cinemax? I don't know what the fuck you're on, but whatever. Speaking out against Israel and the Palestinian conflict. Here's John Oliver.
Situation, and I'm not saying that there aren't some areas where that's warranted, but it's important to recognise there are also areas where it's simply not. Both sides are firing rockets, but one side has one of the most advanced militaries in the world. Both sides are suffering heartbreaking casualties, but one side is suffering them exponentially. And it's not like the US is operating from the moral high ground here. It's obviously no stranger to drone-striking weddings and saying, we were just trying to target enemy combatants. This country has blood on its hands too. And look, if you believe Israel's actions are warranted and proportionate this week, you're welcome to try and make that argument. But we have got to start having this conversation honestly, and falling back on convenient sanitized terms like real estate disputes and airstrikes on militants feels a little disingenuous when what you're describing is forcing people from the homes they've lived in for decades and killing civilians and children.
Ethnic cleansing.
And again, none of this frees Hamas from responsibility, but Hamas doesn't represent all Palestinians, just as what Israel is doing right now doesn't represent all Israelis or indeed Jewish people. Lots is complicated here, but some things are pretty simple. One side is suffering much more. And if America really wants to help, it might want to seriously consider changing its long-held position here, because for decades, the backbone of America's policy in the Middle East has been that America is an unwavering friend to Israel, which is a great thing to try and be. But at the end of the day, I would hope that a real friend would tell me when I'm being an arsehole, and definitely when I'm committing a fucking war crime.
Yeah, not fund it, which is what every single one of us does, folks. They force us to fund ethnic cleansing. And they'll put you in jail if you don't do it. So good on you, John Oliver. Keep speaking that truth. And Tim Ryan. I believe Tim Ryan is a giant piece of shit. Normally. Tim Ryan is American lawyer, but started in the U.S. House of Representatives. I think he's a conservative. Is that right? No, he's a Democrat. Okay. I'm wrong about him. Maybe he's better than I thought he was. Anyway, he's had a fucking enough. He looks gray as shit in this video. This video compared to that other picture. But he had enough of the Republican bullshit, and he let them have it. 4.9 billion views. Listen to this king.
I want to thank the gentleman from New York and the other Republicans who are supporting this, and thank them for their bipartisanship. To the other 90% of our friends on the other side of the aisle, holy cow. Incoherence. No idea what you're talking about. Benghazi, you guys chased the former Secretary of State all over the country, spent millions of dollars. We have people scaling the Capitol, hitting the Capitol Police with lead pipes across the head, and we can't get bipartisanship. What else has to happen in this country? Cops. This is a slap in the face to every rank and file cop in the United States. If we're going to take on China, if we're going to rebuild the country, if we're going to reverse climate change, we need two political parties in this country that are both living in reality, and you ain't one of them. I yield back the bounty.
Nope, they're not. We're in a post-truth society. They don't give a shit about what reality is. They want a dictatorship. They want to end democracy. They want to kill us all. And they're just outright saying it. They don't care about the Capitol insurrection. They don't care. If they try to overthrow the government, put a dictator in, that's what they want to happen. Why would they fucking investigate it? And that is my heroes section. Wish it was bigger, but it's not. And all right, time to do some overtime. Who's ready for overtime? Be sure to reward me, as usual, for overtime, because gonna do a little section I like to call... Where are the graphics at? Oh, here you go. Only in America. Hell yeah, only in America. Of course, a lot of this shit could go in the Chud Watch. A lot of this shit could go in the Karen section. But, and a lot of this shit could happen anywhere. Not just America, too. But hey, what the fuck? Let's just call it only in America. Got to put it in some category. And only in America. Did you guys hear about this one? So apparently, I've been covering this story about the Colorado officers who attacked the woman who had Alzheimer's, broke her shoulder, and then watched the video of them doing it and laughed and mocked her, and she sat in the next cell over. Well, apparently they have charged a couple of them with I guess a criminal charge. I guess probably misdemeanors. Hopefully felonies. I don't know. But apparently, at least they fired them and they're being charged. So some slight justice. Glad to see that happen. Wanted to keep you guys up to date on that. And man, this story is infuriating. This is going to be another George Floyd situation. So these cops attacked this black dude. And this cop swore in an affidavit that he didn't have his body cam on. And there was no body cam footage. Lied about it for 2 years. Well, it turns out he did have a body cam he was just lying about. And they released the footage. And he was lying about everything he said. And they straight out murdered this dude. They hog-tied his arms behind his back and his legs too. And they put him in positions where he couldn't breathe and he suffocated to death. Warning. This is very distressing if you have not seen this video before. Might want to pause it for 20 seconds if you don't see this. That is not it. That is a... where's the video? Is this the video? Nope, that is the same thing I just clicked on, you fucking moron. All right, here's the video. Warning, graphic content.
Oh! Yeah. Yeah, shit hurts. Okay. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay. Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Literally begging for his life. They claimed when there was no body, when they claimed the body camera footage didn't exist, they claimed he was resisting the entire time, which is what led them to treat him like this. Clary's video shows Trooper ordering the heavyset 49-year-old Green to remain face down on the ground with his hands and feet restrained for more than 9 minutes, a tactic use of force experts criticized as dangerous and likely to have restricting his breathing. Green can be seen on Clary's footage struggling to prop himself up on his side. "Don't you turn over! Lay on your belly! Lay on your belly!" Trooper Corey York yells, before briefly dragging Green by the chain that connects his ankle shackles. Lieutenant Clary's video clearly shows Green to be suffering. Paxton wrote in the new report, adding that the handcuffed man can be heard gasping for air, literally begging for his life. The records noted that around this time, Trooper York asked Green if he has his attention now. And a local deputy assisting in the arrest added, "Yeah, that shit hurts, doesn't it?" As he's begging for his life, they're making fun of him. They're torturing him on purpose. You cannot reform this shit. It has to be torn down and built back up from the ground goddamn floor. Defund these motherfuckers. ACAB, ACAB, ACAB. Fuck this bullshit. Infuriating. Only in America, folks. But I'm sure it's not. I'm sure the police are just as bad everywhere. But this is happening in America. I'm highlighting it. Did you see this one? This went super viral. So this guy, this black guy, in his driveway, hooking up his boat. So, of course, a cop pulls up on him and pulls a gun. Because, you know, in your driveway while black in America,
I've done absolutely nothing. No.
Seriously.
Put your gun down, really?
A man in California says he was hooking up his boat in front of his house when he began recording a police officer driving through his neighborhood.
Clearly didn't like that I was pointing my camera to videotape him. He thinks he's being funny now.
The officer, who authorities have not identified, decided to exit his vehicle.
Hi. Go take your hand out of your pocket.
No, sir, I haven't done nothing. I've done absolutely nothing, no.
Hey, seriously.
Put your gun down, really?
Ever 10. Start me another one.
This one's really got a gun on me.
He's trying to intimidate him. "I got a gun, boy. You better do what I say, even though you're at your own house, minding your own business, not breaking any laws. You better obey me, boy."
No, you don't touch me. You don't touch me.
I'm at that address. Start me another unit.
You don't touch me.
Hey, man.
No, you don't touch me.
When I tell you to take your hand out,
I've done nothing.
okay.
Nope.
You need to relax.
He pulled a gun on the guy and he's telling the guy to relax. Slowly creeping towards the guy with the fucking weapon drawn, telling him to relax. This is their bullshit de-escalation tactics.
What have I done? Why'd you get out of your vehicle?
You're taking a picture of me. I'm taking a picture of you.
You take a picture and leave.
Okay. I don't have to leave.
Neither do I.
So, I told you to take your hand out of your pocket. I just want to make sure you don't have a weapon.
You know I don't have a weapon on me.
Okay. I don't know that.
You do that. I'm completely clear. Wrong. You have your gun out.
So just pulling up on a guy at his house, assuming he has a weapon on him. Because you know you're black. You must have a weapon on you.
Because you're a police officer, you're trying to intimidate me, and this is going all over YouTube.
I guess he's black. Maybe he's not black.
Your station is corrupt.
Oh, okay. Are you some
white.
kind of a constitutionalist,
No, sir.
crazy guy or something like that? Is that your
Is that what you're going after? Is that where you're going? Are you throwing claims around?
The officer said he did not know the man and he declined to arrest him. Maybe this guy's not racist. Maybe he's just a piece of shit. Maybe that guy's white. Maybe I misread that whole thing because I don't see any mention of his race on there. So I guess I won't pull race into it when it doesn't belong. Did you guys see this one? Good goddamn, y'all. So they pull this black guy over for something, you know. They're looking for a reason to harass him. And so they find a little container in his storage space in between the seats. And they test it for drugs, of course. And they tell him they found drugs. It tested positive for drugs. And it's his little 2-year-old daughter's ashes. Apparently, his girlfriend left him and hooked up with some other guy who's a piece of shit. And they neglected the little girl and she died. And the guy carries his 2-year-old daughter's ashes around with him to remember her. And they tested it for drugs and told him they found drugs in it.
Gotta be like child resistant, odor proof.
No, bro. That's my daughter. What are y'all doing, bro? That's my daughter, bro. Give me that, bro. That's my daughter, bro. That's my daughter. What are y'all doing? No. Ask my daddy, bro. That's my daughter in there.
I will. Hang up.
What are y'all doing? No, bro. Y'all can't. Whoa, bro. That's my. She just passed 2. She just passed last year. You know my. You know me, bro. That's her, bro.
Okay.
No, bro.
Let me talk to the
bro,
officer.
please give me my daughter, bro. Put her in my hand, bro. Y'all are disrespectful, bro.
You need to move your arm.
Okay, bro. Can I please have my daughter?
Apparently, this is his daughter's ashes.
This is his daughter's ashes. We just tested for drugs. And we found that there was drugs in it, apparently. According to them. Our test said it was drugs. So, can you imagine how many people get busted for drugs when they didn't have drugs on them to begin with? With these false tests. Who knows if they really tested or not? But even if they did, they have false positives all the time. It's just a way for them to fucking harass you.
That Reedman got tested positive for meth.
It tested positive for meth. His 2-year-old daughter's ashes.
You got a test kit? Hey, I mean, he showed it to me. It looked blue, but I'll test it again.
You're gonna test it again? You're gonna test his daughter's ashes again? You haven't desecrated enough already? God damn it, yo. The whole fucking system's just bullshit. And, loose lip sink ships. These fucking idiots. Apparently one of the guys who were at the Capitol insurrection was at a routine checkup at the dentist office and couldn't help brag about him attacking the Capitol building. And one of the people overheard him and turned him in. This reminds me of how serial killers want to be caught. They just gotta fucking brag about this shit. Just, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself for trying to overthrow the government. So yeah, enjoy your prison sentence, dipshit. Couldn't keep your fucking mouth shut. Did you guys see this one? So this is the QAnon shaman who's been in prison for a while, who was another one of these Capitol rioters, Capitol insurrectionists. So his lawyer released a statement. This is what the dude's lawyer said. And I'm just going to read it exactly like it's written. It has some ableist slurs here, but I'm just going to read it because this is what he said. Watkins, the Q shaman, Jacob Chansley's attorney, said his client had Asperger's syndrome and indicated that Chansley's mental state and the impact of Trump's propaganda efforts would play a role in his case. A lot of these defendants, and I'm going to use this colloquial term, perhaps disrespectfully, but they're all fucking short bus people, Watkins told TPM. These are people with brain damage. They're fucking retarded. They're on the goddamn spectrum. But they're our brothers and sisters and our neighbors, our co-workers. They're part of our country. These aren't bad people. They don't have prior criminal history. Fuck, they were subjected to 4+ years of goddamn propaganda, the likes of which the world has not seen since fucking Hitler. So, I mean, I don't condone the use of his language, but he's technically sort of right. I mean, these people are like lower level intelligence people who were indoctrinated with propaganda by one of the world's biggest fucking idiots. They believed it. So it does take a certain level of stupidity to fall for that shit. But crazy talk from a professional fucking lawyer. And Speaking of crazy folks, this is a QAnon conspiracy theorist, Bishop Larry Gators. And I'm just going to play you what he says, folks. I think he might be off his meds.
Tom Hanks is dead. Newsflash. Tom Hanks is dead.
That's right.
They're all crazy. They're agreeing with it. That's right. Sure, Tom Hanks is dead. Why not?
Hanks is dead.
That's right.
Dead. Joe Biden is dead.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on. He took the shot.
Clintons are dead. Okay.
Yeah.
You got clones running this country.
Right.
See, I got the testicular fortitude to say what needs to be said. Why? Because I'm a man of God.
I'm a man of God. I'm just telling the truth. Clones are running everything. The president's dead. Tom Hanks dead. Shh. You can't handle the truth.
And you have to. Truth.
You got these punctified well, I don't want to lose my 501c3.
Oh,
Bishop,
come
so
on.
we have to use wisdom. Stop.
Like literally no preacher is worried about losing their 501c3. Not a single one. They're all talking about politics in the pulpit these days. Nobody is having their tax exempt status revoked. Dumb as shit.
Okay, you need to sit down and shut up.
Yes. That's right. That's right.
Okay,
Exactly.
So Trump is surrounded by the military at Mar-a-Lago.
Yes, that's
Trump has the nuclear codes.
That's right.
Trump has the military who turned their back on Joe Biden.
That's right. That's right.
And Trump has Air Force One. Patriots, QAnons, President Trump is still the president.
Literally, he's not. Literally, he doesn't have the military. Literally, does not have the nuclear football. Literally, does not have Air Force One. Just a separate reality these people live in. You can't reason with these people. You can't be rational. They don't give a shit about the truth. It's just a cult. One of the strangest cults I've ever seen. And this guy's an actual teacher, sadly. And as Cody Johnson says, this teacher seems to think that they was not used as a singular pronoun until wokeness took over. Even though he's repeatedly using they as a pronoun in the speech he gives. And of course, this was posted by PragerU. Let's have a look.
This video I'm going to show you. They're teaching incorrect grammar to give a kid whatever gender pronoun they want.
They're literally teaching correct grammar. He is arguing against the teaching of correct grammar. That's what's happening right now. He just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Psychology tells you that when he's talking about sexuality with kids, their brains are not developed. You have to raise a child. You rear a child. They don't know about sexuality.
They do. The studies show that at a very early age, children usually know what gender they identify with.
Adult pushes some kinky sexual ideas upon them.
So you're calling gender kinky sexual ideas because gender is thrust upon children from the day of fucking birth. That's all we're talking about. Pushing gender roles upon them. That's kinky to you? Maybe you should stop doing it then.
It winds up grooming them to believe whatever the adult tells them. So this is the video by
Yes, it's every piece of information you give to a child. Grooms them to believe what the adult says. That's how memes work. That's how our entire society operates.
Pop that our kids are spending hours in front of. This is what they're telling them about the pronouns. And ACT already gave the kids the opportunity to choose their own gender when they took the ACT. I got pictures of the forms.
Like meet Moby and Orbot. They are my best friends. Actually, yeah, they can be used as a singular pronoun too.
Yes, it can.
Like if you said,
It can. It's been like that for fucking ever. Even the dictionary has corrected you guys. Publicly.
I'm going to see my friend, I could ask, where do they live? Since I don't know your friend's gender identity. And some individuals prefer they as a pronoun. Like meet Orbot. They are my best friend.
Look at this snowflake. Oh my God, I can't believe they're teaching kids grammar. How horrible. Fire this fuck.
We got kids that can't read and write, and then we're going to teach them incorrect grammar.
That's correct grammar.
I mean, it's ridiculous, okay? Who gave permission to talk about this with kids? There's two genders. If you're born with a penis and you have testicles, that's just anatomy. You're a male.
That's your sex. That's different from gender.
If you have a vagina and ovaries, you're a female. A man cannot menstruate. A man cannot lactate and breastfeed a child. You cannot give birth if you're a man. If you want to be an adult and do whatever you want with your life, I'm okay with that. Don't push this ideology on children. I'm not going to work in a district that's okay with that.
Okay, then quit. Who gives a shit? Obviously, the district would be better off without you.
You need to make a clear statement on how many genders are there, because parents are they're already pulling their kids out of public school.
Oh my.
They're doing homeschool options. They're going online. It's going to increase as this liberal ideology comes into our schools. This isn't a political indoctrination camp. Okay, it's public education. We want to teach education, not left-wing ideas that aren't backed up by facts or science.
Yeah, you don't know anything about facts or science. The science is absolutely on their side, as well as the grammar, according to the very dictionary, but who cares? You don't give a shit. You don't care about facts. You're a fucking pissant baby snowflake. And, all right. One more, folks. Gonna do one more. So I guess this happened. I think this happened 2 weeks ago. This is an anti-vax rally. But I just saw this video. This guy put out his whole 6-minute video of the best of the anti-vax rally, and the entire thing is worth watching. This is why we can't have nice things. This is what conservatives are like in this country. This is why we're such shit. Embarrassing. So they're saying arrest Fauci, because why not? Lock him up.
Work, okay? Free your face! Free your face! My body, my choice!
I'm here because I want other people to maybe think twice. Maybe we've been lied to. Maybe we should actually take a closer look.
Maybe you're an annoying prick. Maybe you should do a better job of how you represent yourself. Maybe everybody hates you because of the way you talk.
I'm Uncle Sam, and I'm here to represent freedom. I'm here to say, take off the diaper, breathe, don't be a guinea pig, don't be a slave, fuck Bill Gates, fuck Joe Biden, and go drop Kamala, ain't nothing but a piece of shit.
I'm here to fight against medical tyranny and freedom and all the nonsense that's going on.
He's there to fight against medical tyranny and freedom. So,
all the nonsense that's going on in the world.
Why do you believe that the earth is flat? What leads you to that conclusion?
Large bodies of water at rest lay flat, immeasurably, testably, provably, scientifically flat. We're not spinning out of control, flying through an infinite universe.
I'm for freedom, so I'm a freedom taker. I like to have the freedom to show my beautiful face.
Are you going to be getting the vaccine?
Are you kidding me? You take it up your own?
Yes. How do you feel about vaccines? Shove it up your ass. So you're not going to be getting a vaccine? Are you? I already got one.
Bye.
There's a vaccine.
Bye. You got a vaccine. I gotta get away from you because I can't infect you with my super spreader bullshit. I gotta go to somebody else that can kill, apparently.
For a disease with a 99.8% survival rate. There are people dying after taking the vaccine. You have side effects.
So, Barney.
Like, this whole thing's just a freak show. These are the kind of mentally ill, low-grade people you would imagine will be Trump supporters and show up to an anti-vax rally. And I don't know if she's a Trump supporter. I think she's just some kind of troll performance artist, but she's cringe as well. This is crackhead, not crackhead Barbie, crackhead, I don't know.
Brings you out here today?
To harass people. I want to harass people, antagonize. Maybe someone could punch me in the face, call me a nigger. I don't know, say really nasty things. But I'm white today, and I'm taking up space, and I have white privilege, so you won't call the cops on me, and you won't bother me either, because I'm white. Listen, I'm a fucking weirdo, and fuck you. I want to be a piece of shit. I was thinking about it, so I was like, let me just be a trashy. I want to be garbage. I want you to come and say, listen, I have an indulgence. I want to fucking partake in trash and garbage and carnage. You come to fucking Crackhead Barney and Friends, it is like word porn. That's it. Come on, meet my friend. Meet my friend. This is my friend.
How are you? Can we interview you? You certainly may.
You better, you.
What do you want as a result of this movement today? What do you want as a result?
I'm not going to get the vaccine. That's the result. I'm not going to take this vaccine that Bill Gates has been pushing on all of us. I don't want to have a nanochip inserted in me. I'm resisting. Go to hell, Bill Gates. Fuck you.
Well, I'm just trying to get everybody to take my new gene therapy vaccine. We're going to introduce perhaps some nanobots. That'll be fun. Something to fix to the brainstem and engage in physical control of the behavior. Someday you'll get it, the vaccine connection. Your body's my nanobots and me. All of us going to hell.
you look? My look means freedom. This flag means freedom. Who doesn't like this flag, they don't like this country.
And where do you obtain your truthful information from?
Information from the internet.
Yeah.
Not from the media. The media always like.
This is what happens when you defund the police. This is what happens. This is what happens when you defund the police.
Nobody's defunding the police. How is that what happens when you defund the police when literally the police had not been defunded? In fact, just the opposite. They have more money than ever.
Why are you running, bro? Look at this man beaten up for no reason at all, and the police won't arrest his assailant. The police won't arrest this criminal. What the fuck is going on here in this city? What is wrong with this fucking city? I'm outraged. Resign, de Blasio. Resign, Cuomo.
You're standing for a lockdown that has its origins in suppressing a Chinese revolution. That's fucking racist, you little bitch.
So tell us about your mask. What's the thing?
This mask is from Ecuador. I do not know exactly about the history, so I don't want to say it right now.
You are old lady. Watch out.
There's a lot of excitement, a lot of drama here, as you can see. A lot of wild stuff going on, everyone a little chaotic.
We don't give a fuck if you support Trump, because we don't give a fuck about Biden. Fuck the whole government. But racism is a no-no. Guys,
look at these zombies.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Go home. You're wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Look how mentally ill they all are. Like Trump literally tapped into a nation of mentally ill people and made a cult out of them. It's just so bizarre. But look, literally the dregs of humanity. Look at this woman.
Go home. You're wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot of promotion going on right now. It started off as a very positive day.
Fuck your feelings, maggot.
Take that tampon off your face.
So I've lived here for 8 years. I'm originally from England. Everybody on the political side needs to unite in America in order to take down the class system, which is the billionaires.
How do you think we will unite?
Conversation. Yeah. I'm trying to be a non-violent communicator, which is...
How do you conversate with these people? You can't. You literally can't.
Even if the person is saying something you really hate, just look, try and understand them, because at the end of the day, they're a human, and they're probably driven by the same things you are. That guy with the Confederate flag, talk to him about why it hurts people so much. And, it's funny, yeah, I agree with his philosophy, but I don't agree with his politics, so we have to work together if we're going to take down the system.
Young Patriots Society!
Yep. Embarrassing trash. But that's America, folks. That's what we've become as a country. That's what we've always been. Huge sigh. And that's my show for tonight, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's finish up with some super chats. We are fast pushing idiocracy, yet we way past it. By the way, nice shirt, Dusty. Please take my money. Hell yes. Another one of these shirts I got from Amazon. Gonna start wearing these more often. Get my style back. Nuberific. Yo, love you, Dusty. YouTube is garbage. Glad you're back. Hell yeah. I love you, Nuberific. Appreciate it. Lee Druce, 25 pounds down with or without box squat. Have not had a drink in a month. So I've been doing good. Low calories. I'm about to pass out. I love that lady. She was cool. Agree with you there. Proto, I don't give a cow. Ignores all this shit Joe does, but gets angry that the media matters, protests, Fox News ads, and shits on the squad and Bernie. Because of the grift? Because he's rich? That's what I'm saying. He's he's like upper middle class. And once you reach you're in the top 10% of earners in this country, you don't really give a shit. Like, you just can't. Like, when I live in like a really poor neighborhood, I live amongst poverty all the time. I myself am poor, mostly on purpose. So you feel it more. You experience it more. So you have more skin in the game. But when you're wealthy, rich, wealthy, white, middle class people, upper middle class, top 10% of earners, that's just more for show, in my opinion. U.S. democracy, still in peril. Yep, they want to overturn it. We got to fight back. Hopefully we can. And, okay. That is all, I guess. All my super chats. Thank you for everybody who supported the show tonight. You rock. I definitely appreciate you. Love you guys so much. We did 2 hours and 20 minutes. Not bad. Pretty good overtime. As always, please like the video. 468 likes, 600 watchers. Like the video before you go. Hit the subscribe button before you go. Hit the bell. Ring the bell. Very important you guys ring the bell. Something I want to start pushing. And you guys want to support the show? There's a link in the description of the video where you can send me direct tips through PayPal. Also, patreon.com/KaiClass. Please, it's going to drop heavily at the beginning of the month like it always does. So please help me boost it up a little bit. Like, it doesn't mean a lot to you guys, a couple dollars a month, but it means a lot to me because it all adds up. So if you like the free content I put out, please consider supporting the show. Really appreciate it. And dude, it's only back Wednesday. Might be a Patreon-only show, so you might want to become a patron just in case, or a Dust Buddy, but I might do a live show publicly. I will let you guys know on Twitter and on Facebook. My Twitter is CultOfDusty1, CultOfDusty1, CultOfDusty1. Facebook is Facebook.com/CultOfDusty. There's links in the description of the video to both of that, so be sure to follow me on both those things so you know what my next show is going to be. And I will see you guys Wednesday and the rest of you guys on Friday. You guys stay safe out there. You guys have a good week. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for hitting that bell. And as always, till next time, Logic, fuck yes. I love the shit out of you guys. Good night, everybody. Let's play us out with a little experience machine. Good night, everybody.